afternoon or early evening. Hope everyone is good. Just had to eat and have a little refresh. Obviously, I'm coming on a bit early, quarter of an hour before the game. So give it time to build up a little bit. I've sent the link to Shane, so we'll see if he pops up. Eze Magic sinks Fulham and sends Palace into FA Cup semis. They're going to Wembley, so they're actually doing well. I was going to look for team news and everything there. Team news. Obviously, they're just going on about. Oh, here we go. Awoniyi star plays in the wood. Oof, that might be an issue. That might be an issue. Let's have a little quick read of that. Big up Northside. Looks like he's doing a watch along as well. I'm pretty sure most people will. Just going to make sure that we got subscribers only on. Got to show some love at least. If you want to comment. We are before the game, gang, so I'm just doing the share out thing. Like I said, hope everyone is good this evening. Great game of football. Great game of football in the first game that we done. Me and Shane, Crystal Palace against Fulham, or Fulham v Palace, however you want to put it. Yeah, that was a good game. 3 goals. I expected 3 goals, but I expected it more to be like 2-1 or something like that, but not to be, apparently. Not to be, apparently. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Just telling Shane there's no pressure. I think he's gonna eat some food. Even I ate and I felt a bit sluggish. I was like, oh, are we gonna do this watch along? But yeah, man, we scheduled it in. We are gonna do it. And there's 2 good teams, by the way. Obviously, Forest have got a lot of plaudits this year for what they've been doing. And so has Brighton, really. So what's this media presentation? What is this? Just bear with me a minute. It's not letting me do none of that. What? Maybe because I haven't got. Maybe because I haven't got the right or bought the pro version or whatnot. All right, cool. So we'll leave that. What we will do is we'll have a little look on Sky Sports Spews and see what is going on for Brighton against Forest. 2 good teams, man. Should be a good game. Like I said, let me at least just try and get the damn thing going. Get the damn thing going. So what's all this? So I need to go to the iPlayer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So obviously, they're just some of the build up. Some of the build up. Just gonna let that run. Please excuse me.
Connected. Power it off.
Got to make sure they're off. AFC always. Yeah, we definitely should have signed Eze. My God, we should have signed Eze. And again, you know, just proving me right every time. I said Eze. I said Eze before a ball was even kicked. But I hope you're well. Hope you're well, bro. Why isn't there any volume? Just give me a minute. I don't know what's going on for my thing. Something else is connected. That's why. Sneaky. But yeah, we're going to get into this game. I thought I'd come on a little bit earlier just to let people know that we are here. We are there.
Obviously got to get past this tough test.
We are each and everywhere. We are each and everywhere. But yeah. Got Rooney and Theo Walcott in the studio. I'm always a bit perplexed when Theo Walcott's in the studio, like, or doing punditry, because he always just seems like, I don't know, not rigid, but like more timid, I'd say, rather than rigid. Just my observations. Rooney's definitely ate all the pies. Other than that, he's not looking too bad, apart from all the grey whiskers, but he's fucking younger than me as well. Jeez, fam. I think they're talking about the positions in the Premier League. Forest 3rd, Brighton 7th. Not bad, man. It should be a good game. 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 Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big AFC always. Yeah. I had to go to the jewelry shop. Oh, okay, buy Mrs. a bracelet. Blue sapphire present. Oh, of the kids for Mother's Day. Nice. Oh yeah, Mother's Day tomorrow. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, my mum usually fucking comes to see me anyway, so I'll just grab her something tomorrow. She won't get down probably till late afternoon, early evening. She works night, so her hours are a bit mad. So yeah, I've got time, but big yourself up, man. Definitely make sure the missus or the kids' mum gets what they gets, excuse me, for doing what they do. 100%. But yeah, let me stop dithering and have a little look at the updates. Who will book a place at Wembley, man? Crystal Palace at Wembley, man. Crystal Palace at Wembley. They got to Wembley and we didn't. Let that sink in. Look away, Brighton fans. What? Because Chris Wood is not. The last time these two sides met, Nottingham Forest made history with a 7-0 win. I don't think it's going to be that. Quarter final and all that. Is that Morgan Gibbs White? Is that? But they're showing on screen. Jesus. Showing the referee. Just forget those guys. Who cares about those? Why have Alanga and Hudson-Odoi been benched? Oof. The cup is always a good chance for players who are working hard but not have minutes in the leagues. These players deserve their moments. Wow. Nuno Espirito Santo showing a bit of competence there. Do you know, like that? You know, like in the second leg against PSV, we should have played some kids. We should have played Nathan Butler or Deji. We should, you know what I'm saying? We should have switched it up and give players a rest. But oh no. Not Mikel. Not Mikel. But Nuno did. Big him up. Jones knows Forest to win on penalties. Yeah, no, I am happy the fact that there ain't no, it's just a one and done. You got to play. This is a quarter final, mate, in the cup, in the FA Cup. This is like our competition. And when's the last time we made a quarter final? Obviously, we did it. Well, we made the semi and the Carabao, but that weren't to be. That was over 2 legs. These lot, it's all on the day. So yeah, obviously there's a few people benched. Chris Wood looks to not be available. But like I said, man, regardless of what, this should be a good game. Both teams, you know, Brighton play ball as it is. Nottingham Forest very good on the transition. So it's going to be interesting to see, man. Who wants to get to Wembley? Who wants to get to Wembley? We got AFC always. Newcastle doing the open. Yep. Big up Normski. If you don't subscribe to his channel. Gonna be a bit ignorant. Is it NTV or I think so? But Normski, I'm sure you've seen him. I'm sure you know who he is. Make sure you sub to his channel. He put a video of that Ant and Dec. You know, of course, Ant and Dec on the open bus tour. And I saw 2 seconds of it and just turned it off, bro. Like, imagine this. And there's still all these teams that can have a better season than us. Obviously, Preston North End are still in the FA Cup. We're going to see them in action tomorrow. Yeah, bigger AFC always. Normski TV. I thought it was NTV. Maybe that's just his logo. Normski TV. Big him up, man. General, each and every time. Yeah, put a video in the group chat. Like, when I saw that, I'm like, bro, man. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see this, bro. I'm like, let me just walk on out of this group chat, bro, because I don't want to see that, man. You know, Ant and Dec, thousands of people on the street. And as I was saying to Shane Gooner, like, a lot of them, that's probably going to be their one and only trophy that they see, bro. They ain't seen nothing in their whole lifetime, bro. Like, trust me, this is memorable. It means something. We're just seeing quarterfinals now, and the man them are sitting on their ass at home. It's hard to take, man. It's hard to take. Look, fireworks. Jeez, fam. Brighton at home as well. Not, like I said, Nottingham Forest very good in transition. Rarely do they pass it sideways and backwards. Obviously they do, but in the whole, like 9 times out of 10, it's like forward passes. You know, they're happy to not have possession. I think Nuno, again, we were talking about managers. Big up Mali Talks, AFC. We're talking about managers and that. Another great instance of a competent manager here, bro. What phase is he in? Big up AFC always. This is going to be a good game. But yeah, I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping so, gang. I am hoping so. Yeah, we literally got seconds until we kick off. So let me get the AI score up. It won't be like this forever, man. I know that's whether I got to pay money or what. Like, I'm going to get, I need to get the right setup and that timers and all that crap for watch alongs. But I've seen people do it with nothing. So we are here, people. We are here. This one's on the BBC, so everyone should still be able to tune in with the game. I'm probably going to be a few seconds behind it again because I'm using internet to watch it instead of terrestrial telly or TV. Just looking at the squads now. Aina, Milenkovic, Murillo, Williams, Danilo, Yates, Dominguez, Gibbs, White, Anderson, and Owoni. I can't even say that name. Owoni. Sorry, guys, if I butchered that. So yeah, Hudson-Odoi Elanga benched, but we just said that from Sky Sports Spews. Yeah, I mean the back four is pretty much as expected, but you know we've got a new striker in. Obviously, Wood's not playing, and we've got a couple changes in midfield. Looks like Wele starting or Danny Welbeck for Brighton. How old is he now? You're telling me he wouldn't have done a job up front for us at this point in time? Better than Earthworm Jim or fucking Shy Havertz. Do you know what I'm saying? What's man telling me? Yates and Welly. Look, I think the game's probably kicked off, but I'm a little bit behind. Let's have a look. What's it saying? It shouldn't even be on this. Look, about to start. Okay, so we might not be too far behind. Wele. Bigger AFC always is everywhere. He said, don't forget to put your clocks forward 1 hour tonight. Fucking hell. Does that mean that we gain an hour or do we lose an hour? I'm confused, man. Let me know, bro. Do we gain an hour or lose an hour? You know me, bro. I like to smoke, so my mind's a bit, you know, it's a bit faded. But yeah, looks like on AI score we've kicked off. 10 seconds into the game on BBC. They're still bloody doing their little huddle, so hopefully we ain't too far behind. Shouldn't be, really, for God's sake. But Brighton in possession. Yates in possession for Forest. Brighton in attack. Mente. Danny Wele. So we are going to see. So what, 34, 35. Come on, 40 seconds. Come on, kick off your kickoff. 41, 42, 43 seconds, you bastard. So it's 3 seconds slower than it was in the last game. But we move, people. We move. What can we do? I don't even use terrestrial TV in my house. That's why they can't talk to me about TV license and that. Lose an hour. Thank you for that, my bro. Big up AFC, man. Each and every time. Each and every time. Hope you're well. Yeah, lose an hour. Look at that. I got, you know, I don't do very well with sleep as it is. And now we lose a bloody hour. Probably has something to do with like spring and summer coming in though. But yeah. Yeah, the game has started. The game has started, so it's packed out as well. It looks packed out. What's the name of Brighton Stadium? It always eludes me. But it's packed out, man. Big up a couple of people in here. Who's the other person? Let me know so I can big you up. Big up AFC always is everywhere. Definitely everywhere. Big yourself up, bro. You might have noticed a certain individual ain't here no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't need people round here. That's just, you know what I mean? You can have a difference in opinion, but if you want to be a fire starter, you can do that elsewhere, mate. You know, like, get out. Someone else has dipped. Everyone's dipped. But I think Northside's streaming. I'm pretty sure there's loads of other people doing it. Big up Wolfie as well. I'm pretty sure he's going to be doing a watch along. Forrester on the attack now as I speak. Well, from what I can see, ball in, headed out. Brighton in possession. Like I said, 40 odd seconds behind, but the AI score will keep us up to date, or it should do anyway, with any goals scored. Corner for Nottingham Forest. Looks like they've already taken it. Nothing's come of it because Brighton are back in possession. Yeah. What's going on after this as well, guys? I think that's the end of the football for today, isn't it? Unless you're looking elsewhere, like different leagues maybe. There's some championship stuff going on. Well, most of that's already happened, actually, I should say. So nothing in the evening. League One. So all of those leagues are back, obviously. Makes sense. Scottish Premiership. Celtic 3-0 Hearts. Up the hoops. That's what it is. Rangers are playing at 5:30, so they'll be kicking off shortly. Rangers. Scottish League 1, Scottish League 2, flipping out, National League. All right, so I don't think, is there anything abroad? There we go. German Bundesliga. We got Frankfurt against Stuttgart. Obviously, what's his name? Hugo Ekitike or whatever his name is. That might be a good little watch, but that's 5:30, so it conflicts. It conflicts. I think Abs is doing a watch along for a Turkish game, I think. So not sure what that is, but I think that's around the same time as this, so it's gonna conflict. French League 1, St Etienne against PSG at 6 p.m. Okay, is there any like 8 o'clock kickoffs? It's not looking like it. Not looking like it, but I guess it is what it is. I guess it is what it is. On the BBC, can I just do commentary only? Audio only, sorry. Let me have a look. I don't think I can. Obviously, if you can hear anything, let me know. I've got a slight piece of volume on it because, like, just watching football in silence just kills me, to be honest. But yeah, it's been back and forward. No one's kind of put a stamp on the game yet. Just got an offside here for Brighton. Just over 5 minutes played. Nothing too much going on. What did you guys make of the last game, man? Crystal Palace winning 3-0 against Fulham. I didn't expect that, man. Fulham started the game really well. They were on top. Like, Palace barely had a touch. Well, I wouldn't say a touch, but a touch in the opposition half. And then, like I said, there was like that mad outside of the boot cracker, bro, from, is it Lamar or whatever his name is? Sick shot, bro, outside of the boot. Oh my days, like how that never went in, but it crashed against the bar. And then Palace were just like set on fire, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, like catching fire, like fucking the Hunger Games, bro. That's what happened. Then all of a sudden they just came to life, bro. Bish, bash, bong, and that was it. Fulham in a spliff. Like, is Arsenal going to do that on Tuesday? I very much bloody doubt it. I'm hoping so. I don't think it will be 3-0 though. Oh, but we got Saka back. Like, people think we've got Aubameyang. Like, you know, like, he's not a striker, bro. Like, he's a right winger. What does that do to Ethan Nwaneri? That's another question. What does it do to Ethan? Me personally, I think you slap Ethan on the left. I know obviously he likes to do the Saka thing where he cuts in and has a shot, but who said he can't shoot from the left side? He ain't going to be able to cut in, but he'll be able to go past the player, put across him. I don't know, just maybe be a little bit more dangerous than Fartinelli, Gary Elliott, and fucking Drossard, bro. Do you know what I mean? Who's been dog shit since the PSV game, let's be honest. So it's a throw on for Brighton. Obviously, I'm just trying to give you the AI score highlights. On my screen, Forest have just lumped the ball forward, doing route one, but you ain't got no Chris Wood today, so it'll be interesting to see how it works out. I don't think Nottingham Forest will be toothless, but here comes Matoma. Just lost the ball. Yeah, so as we settle down, I think Brighton's probably just about edged it in terms of possession. And it's a throw into Nottingham Forest now. And Brighton have the ball back. So yeah, Nottingham Forest not doing very well to hold on to it, but it's going back and forward. Both teams are kind of giving the ball away, to be honest with you. So as I said, Forest are happy to not even have the ball. And then when you obviously get into their half, then they'll start pressing. So pretty much how I thought it might go. That's a decent ball dealt with, I think, by Murillo there. And it's a throw on for Forest. Let me get you a couple man in here. Let me get your score predictions for this game. I predicted for Fulham and Newcastle it would be like a 1-0 or a 2-1. Boy, was I wrong. There was 3 goals, but it was all for Palace. So talk to me. What do you reckon? Just looking at this game, I feel like we're going to need a moment. We're going to, you know, when the game needs a moment, we're going to need a moment, just like the Crystal Palace off the bar thing, I think. Both teams trying to fight for the right to play at the minute and not really too much going on. So let's hope it picks up a little bit. But obviously, you know, this game and the last game has been a lot more competitive than the international games. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Eze scoring for England. He scored an even better goal today, in my humble opinion. You know, as AFC always says, definitely someone we should have got him. 100%. Okay. I'm seeing some challenges going in. It's definitely getting meaty though. We know this much. That's what we do know. Hey, it's getting meaty for real. BX in the building. Hope you're good, my brother. What you smoking on today? I think this is Gushers again. There's a lot of Gushers going around, but I get it at a good price and it's not a bad smoke. Awani, I can't say his name. Awani. That one. Awani. I can't say his name, bro. It's like a red lorry, yellow lorry thing. I can't say his name. But big up BX in the building. Like I said, I know there's probably a good few people going live, so I know people are gonna come in and out. If you just hit the like for me, I would appreciate it. Big up BX again. Nike dropped some Jordan 12 flu game this morning. I got him. Okay. Do you know what? Yeah, I swear, like I'm trying to think of the last time I actually bought trainers. I think the last footwear I bought was some shoes for my dad's funeral. But I had enough pairs before. And they're all in relatively good nick. But I don't, yeah. But man, I might have to have a look at them. See what's going on. But how are we all doing this evening? Smoking some unknown OG, bro. Unknown, yeah. Just say unknown, bro. The amount of different names for this shit now is just it's wild. When I first started smoking, it was just like the most exotic it got was like silver haze or blue cheese. You know what I mean? People say I got some sativa or something like that. Like, you know, you're getting the actual strain, bro. Not all these crazy names, but yeah, man. As long as it smokes good and does the job, we are happy. Looks like someone's offside for Nottingham Forest. I saw yellow, so I thought there was a booking. There might be. Like I said, I'm about 40 seconds behind people, so it's about the best we can do. Murillo Milenkovic, I think he's decent. Big up Shane Guna. He was talking about, you know, being prepared for when Saliba goes Madrid. Ball comes in, but Brighton's, have they cleared it? No, they haven't. Ball, oh, is that pulled down? No. Offside, okay. Like I said, I'm seeing it late. But yeah, Murillo, I think he's a bit short, but obviously he does the job. He does the job, innit? If Saliba goes and Magalhaes stays, how about them two Brazilians at centre back? But I don't watch Forest enough. I'm going to be honest with you. So in terms of how they play, you know, like Saliba kind of, he's like the Rolls Royce. He sweeps up the danger. Magalhaes is kind of like more of the beast-like player. More like the marauder. So maybe if Murillo's like that as well, I'm gonna obviously try and keep an eye on it in this game. I feel like he is, and Milenkovic is more like the Saliba type. So what do you reckon on that, gang? We got to prepare, man. You're seeing what's going on with Liverpool. It's actually I mean, look, that's what I'm saying. Can we just end the stream, Dave, or end the season, Dave? You know, like it's getting more exciting thinking about what can happen in the summer, because as I was saying to Shane earlier, it's gonna be mad. It should be mad. It wants to be mad if you're Arsenal. We've got so much work to do. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. You know, we better be doing the work now. You know, the moment the transfer window opens, by 5 minutes past, like I said, Morse code, message in a bottle, smoke signals. Like we're out here, innit? We want to get our targets, and don't be fart arsing about. Decent ball in. Nottingham Forest in possession. Looks like it's gone out, but Forest are on the attack again, actually. Like I said, I'm a little bit behind. Both teams not playing badly, to be honest, but no one obviously exceeding either. Brighton just kicked the ball out. Attack from Nottingham Forest. We're definitely going to need a spark in this game. You know, like spark. We're going to need a spark in this game, I reckon. But Nottingham Forest attacking here. Anything going to come of it? Decent ball in. Trying to run into the space. Peter Crouch or petered out. But yeah, I was kind of slyly hoping there might be a little evening game to indulge in, but it's looking like it's dead. So dead to the world. I'm not even going to get to go downstairs and enjoy my evening because my daughter's going to have friends back to stay. There's 2 of them now. First it was 1, then it was 2. Just excuse me for a moment. Big up Mally, my brother. Hope you're good. Let me see if I can forward this on a little bit, man. I just got a phone call from the princess on the way back with her brethren, so that's going to be fun, innit? Do you know what I mean? Mally in the building. Hope you're good, bro. Hope you're good. Hope you are good. Like I said, I know there's other people live as well, and I know how it gets, so if people are coming in and out, just hit the like for me. Appreciate that. But yeah, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see how the game goes, because right now it's just like oh, that's a decent strike though. That is a decent strike. Did you see the Insta? I did, my bro. I did respond to that as well. Obviously, like I said, but it's a shame, but there is it's hard, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's hard, isn't it? It's hard. And obviously if you're doing the boxing thing, that's difficult as well, but it's a whole nother aspect, in it. If you're showing your training and possible fights and things like that, your journey, that's usually good content in it. So I definitely support that. And yeah, maybe just change, just rebrand sort of thing, rather than just making, I don't know, actually. I don't know. I mean, you know what you want to do. And big up, man, big up. Make it happen. Make it happen. What have we got? 16 minutes. So what have we got? So now I was like, oh no, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, still 40 odd seconds. I thought it got worse then, but it ain't. Still the same. Still the same. Brighton and Hove throw in. And obviously the last one, the last game was moving better than this one. But like I said, there's still time. Both teams they're not looking sluggish, but like I said, no one's got a Bart Simpson grip, or a Homer Simpson grip, I should say. So yeah, gonna rebrand. Yeah, man. Like I said, will be good content still. Show your journey. Get me young man going into boxing. Not anytime soon. No, I'm gonna give it like a year. Okay. No worries, man. Yeah, man. No problem, bro. No problem, man. Whatever you want to do. You know, whatever you do, it's a hard old game. You get me. YouTube is very saturated. Like there's whatever you thought, someone's already done it. And when I was doing my music, I was all trying to do promotions and then lead up, like to try and make some money so that I can try and do it like a platform. You remember like Channel U back in the day, you know, for independent artists, because there is no platforms there. You know, there's no telly anymore. You know, I don't think many people actually watch telly like that. I don't. Like, I ain't even got a wire plugged in. Like, there's no terrestrial TV in this house. It's all internet. You know, corner kick for Nottingham Forest. They had 3 corners to Brighton's 0. I even forgot what I was gonna say. My bad, you know, brain fart moments. It's one of those days, fam. I'll get it back. I'll get it back. Or bring me back on track, innit? Bring me back on track. Where was I? Oh yeah. See, I knew I'd get it back. I wanted to do like a channel U thing, innit? Obviously, no one watches normal TV no more. So I wanted to do like a U online, innit? Yeah. Even that name, U Online, I was thinking about it, or even thinking, let me try and contact the people at Channel U and see how much it would be to even try and buy that name. Like, obviously, like down the line or whatever. I'm scrolling on Instagram the other day, and what do I see? U Online, like literally U Online. And I'm like, oh my days, like, and it's literally the whole concept that I was gonna do. They've got it set up. They've already got Insta. It's got like over 1,000 followers and that already. I'm like, raw. Like, I think I literally only told a couple of people about that as well. And there it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing is new under the sun. It is so mad, and it's so much competition for everything, you know? And this online streaming thing is, yes, it's wild, bro. Cutthroat. But I just saw it. Yeah, I was literally like the other day, I'm thinking, my God, I screenshotted it. Like, I said, look at this. Had a little idea, tried to keep it to myself. Nothing new under the sun. And then even this, like with the same people I was doing promotions with, obviously my music channel, Views from the Bits, you can go and subscribe to that. Obviously I might continue to put content on there. I don't know yet, but when even before we got to this U Online thing, we're doing promotions, and there's a university in it, the LCCM. It's a music university in that near the Tate. So he's going to do venues in there. We was doing some stuff and someone else beat us to the punch. But anyway, then we're thinking about, all right, we've lost the venue. Like, let's do something else. What are we going to do? Man, them saying, you know what? If we like hire like a bus or a coach, like double decker thing, and then get like 10 artists to come and perform, we'll film them. We'll get some members of the public so they can obviously almost have like a performance video and all this kind of shit and blah blah blah. And I was saying, oh yeah, and we'll call it Bust It Up, you know, like that. Yeah, we had the idea and everything, bro. About a month later, we're talking to the company now, and then my brethren said, oh my days. And I said, what? And he just sent me a picture on WhatsApp, and there's another promotion, I think it was More Fire, that was involved in it, and it's called Bust It Up. I'm like, oh my day. Like, bro, nothing new under the sun, bro. Like, just know, innit? Talking about your music, yeah, big up, man, big up. Keeping me on track there. Big up Mally, man. But yeah, it's mad. You Online thing, done. Bust It Up, done. Like, I'm just like, fuck it at this point. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I thought, all right, let me go to the up and coming events for the up and coming artists and interview them, and then just bare people want you to go. I ended up spending bare money just to try and get some content, and then people just start expecting it, like, oh, you're gonna come to my event and interview the artist. It's like, well, you're gonna pay me. Oh. Then I'm not really gonna come then, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad, but we might get back to that. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, we want to try and do this, because then I don't have to rely on so many people. Do you know what I mean? But big up a couple of people in the building, man. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Let's hope this game livens up a little piece, man. It's not too bad, but oh, that was decent. But it's not too good either. It's 50-50. Been a long time. Shouldn't have dissed me. You know, like that. Like, oh, look. And I'm just giving away the ball. But would Arsenal play any better in this game? I'm not sure we would. Not sure we would. Fans are up for it. Looks like, you know, a lot of away fans have travelled. Nottingham Forest up there in Nottingham, coming down to Brighton. Man said, drop the link, broski. Did I not? I don't know. I thought I'd done that already, to be fair. I always just usually put it in the chat. Oh, put it in the chat. But big up the people in the building, man. Nottingham Forest growing into the game a bit. Brighton probably need to step it up a little bit. Haven't seen much of Wele, to be fair. Aina on the ball now. Throw into Nottingham Forest, actually, when I looked up. Can hear some clattering around the house. I don't know if that's my son, like, making a noise. You telling me?
Right, on the StreamYard thing, yeah, you got peas now, my brother.
StreamYard, bro, please, look, you can't see the little power by this thing's free, bro. Like, next week, anyway, when payday lands. Yeah, when payday lands, I'm going to be back on Streamlabs. That's the one I got to pay for. But yeah, this is free, my guy. This is free, man. Anytime you see that up there, this little powered by StreamYard, it's a free thing. You know, like that. We're in phase one. You get me? When we've got to start moving into phase 2 real soon, it ain't going to be like the Arsenal. Like you will see progression. You know, like that. What are you telling me? No? You good?
Chilling. Yeah. Just watching.
Chilling.
Really not already.
Yeah, man. Chilling like a villain. I hear it. But this is get me. I don't know, actually. I think around about the half an hour mark is when the last game actually picked up a little bit. So let's see. But so far, not much to talk about, fam. It's been a bit mad.
It just seems like a normal Prem game, innit?
Yeah. Like it's big quarter final. There was fireworks and all them thing there, like at the start. You get me? I'm like, all right, cool. Like, hopefully they might come out and play like that. But so far, it's been edgy. It's been tense, man. But yeah, man, the whole boxing journey, like I said, man, that'll be all right. Still, that'll be all right. And then, like I said, I know a few people that put on, what do they call it? Is it blue collar events? Is they do charity events and them kind of thing. Their little boxing nights in it. So, you know, like that.
Yes, sir.
Can put you forward for some of that, man. But yeah, when you're ready, obviously, when you start your journey and that, let me know. Brighton, Wele, what's he gonna do? Give away the ball? No, he ain't. Sorry, I'm watching it a bit late. I don't know if you'll do it. Are you watching it on iPlayer?
Yeah.
Oh. So on mine, he's just had a shot past the post, 26-25. And in real life, I got 27-13. So yeah, about 40 odd seconds behind, man. 40 odd seconds behind. But yeah, man, what made you say, all right, fuck it? Like, what made you just say, boom, I'm gonna do the boxing thing instead?
I don't know. I've just been thinking about it, innit? I just like,
That what you love a little bit more?
because I've been watching the boxing a lot, innit, lately, and I was thinking, let me get involved in that, innit? Let me dabble into that.
Yeah, why not?
It gives you the ability to know how to fight in general.
Yeah.
Not just to scrap people and like protect yourself, protect your people.
Yeah, man. It's good. It's good discipline as well, isn't it? You need discipline for boxing, and most of the young men that I know that do it, you know what I mean? It keeps them off the road and all them thing there, and they can appreciate the scrap. So yeah, man, that'll be good still. Like I said, even for YouTube, documenting your journey, your come up, little things like that, documenting the fights that you do. I think that will make for good content still. I used to do a boxing channel, Die Hard Casuals, like back in the day. And I say back in the day. Well, yeah, I don't even know. It's about 7 odd years ago, man. Maybe even longer than that. And it was a mad old little community, man. It was niche at that time. Obviously now it's grown a little bit. You got IFL and a few other like Seconds Out and a few other different big boxing platforms. But when I was doing it, it was relatively small, like. So it's good, man. Like I said, I don't see many people like, I mean, I'm pretty sure there is on YouTube, but I don't see many people like documenting their journey. And you get me, you're seeing them like take amateur fights, charity fights. And so I think that's good, man. Good for content still. Good for content. Yeah,
it's gonna be boxing, but it's gonna be like everything, just like reactions, things like that.
Yeah, man. That's what I started doing, obviously, like, because some of the work that I do when I do the flagging and that is like seasonal, in it. Like obviously when there's FA Cup, Carabao Cup, that kind of thing. England games. We haven't really got many NFL games recently, but yeah, just been confirmed this morning. So man's gonna be down there at the Emirates for a couple of days, putting together the preparations for the Madrid game, man. So man's gonna try and do a little blog down there. Saying that, because I was meant to do a longer blog because I've done 2 England games in it, Albania and Latvia as well, just putting down the cards and all the pre-game preparations. But because those were literally a couple of hours, a couple of hours work, it was just like in and out, so I couldn't really get much footage. But obviously the Emirates thing, yeah, we'll try and make that more into at least a 10-15 minute thing.
Yeah, bro, that's gonna be a good video, bro. At the Emirates.
Yeah, bro, at the Emirates, man. At the Emirates, you get me? So in the only time I've been in there is when I've paid in it, like that, or when I used to have a ticket and all them thing there. So yeah, it'll be good to go in there like and just see it when it ain't ram out and all the rest of it and there's people all over the place, you get me?
Scarves and that.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see I'm gonna try and get some merch, obviously. I'm gonna try and get some merch.
Merch.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and give that away. I'm already sending a scarf to Specs.
I'm like Specs, bro. Hey, Newcastle, big up to them, man.
Big up to them, man. You get me? I tell you what, though, just give me we might have to hold down the fort talking wise. Just give me 2 seconds, man. I need to go and open this door. Give me a minute.
I got you. Yeah, this game's been kind of dead still. I'm not gonna lie, people. It's been like a normal Prem game. Nothing's really happening. Forest. I think they do what they usually do. Nicer, compact, sitting a bit deep, and just trying to hit Brighton on the counter. But the last game we saw, the Fulham Palace game, was much more lively than this. Well, there was much more chances and everything. You know what I mean? This game's kind of, hey, it's peak. I'd rather watch golf right now. If I'm being real with you guys. And golf is better than watching this.
I said golf. Do you know what? Yeah, watching golf is.
I'll be honest, nothing is happening.
Yeah, no, I just seen a quick little shot there, though, a little save, just as I've literally sat back down. A 1 save. Who's that? Who's this guy? Mente? Well, they all looking the same. It's a bit deep in it. Bang. Yeah, decent save. Maybe the keeper could have brought that down. No, it ain't.
Oh, that's that left back, isn't it?
Yeah. What's his name, bro?
It's the opinion, something like that.
Yeah. Beginning with E.
Something like that.
Something like that. But yeah, you were talking about golf, bro. Like obviously watching it's a bit dead, but playing it, that's what I want to do, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like properly though. Like I've only ever done pitch and putt. I don't know if you've ever played golf in real life. In a real life, yeah, I've done crazy golf and pitch and putt, but I want to know how to drive that thing. You get me? Like whack it
like Tiger Woods.
Yeah, whack it, bro. Oh shit, someone's gone down in the heat. That's the same guy who just took the shot.
Hold on, I'll join back. He keeps cutting out sometimes.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. Cool, man. No worries, man. Appreciate your time, my guy. Whenever. I don't even know the lyrics to that song. Oh yes. Do. Let me just respond. Do. Yes, sir, man. Nothing to report, guys. Nothing to report. Half an hour gone in the game. Like, nothing to report. Okie dokie. Yeah, literally nothing to report, gang. It's dead to the world. There we go. It's dead to the world, man. Dead to the world. 3/4 final, yeah. These men playing like it's the Premier League, fam. But Nottingham Forest, like, I don't know, like, it's Nottingham Forest are kind of doing all right. But so, Bright, let me have a look here. We've had, 4 corners to Brighton's 1. No one's been booked yet. It ain't showing me the shots on target and them thing there. Not just yet. It's definitely back and forward, though. Definitely back and forward. Pull up that forward.
It's been right, bro. I just can't wait till half time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, someone's got to bloody try and take the game, man. Jesus Christ. Otherwise, this will be the first one that goes into extra time. Crystal Palace made sure that weren't going to happen earlier on. Fairs. You get me? Fulham fans. Dunked on. But as I was saying to Shane Gooner, bro, like, watch when we play Fulham on Tuesday. I don't think we're going to beat them 3-0.
Long. Probably like, what, 2-1? Something.
Yeah, bro. I feel like Fulham always give us a hard game. Stinky low block. You know?
Yeah.
Always give us a hard game. So do Everton as well, part of the usual suspects. So both of those games are going to be interesting. I mean, obviously, it's all a little too late now anyway, but we're in a top 4 race, bruv. Top 4 battle. Telling you.
This is what's going to happen. We're going to unveil Saka's back. Everyone's going to start getting cast. Woo! Saka's back!
Yeah, I don't think I've spoken to you since all of that, innit? Really? Now, what's your thoughts on that, my bro?
I have no thoughts. I'm not surprised.
You know, this slave master, bro. 12 years a slave, bro. That's, you get me? That's Arteta's whole remit, bro. You know, he's working his man into the ground. I knew it. So for me, it was just like the moment the medical staff cleared this guy, you know, man can't wait to dash him on. First, they were talking about Madrid. Now I'm hearing about he could be on the bench of Fulham. I'm just like, wow. You know.
Because I haven't even been keeping up to date with anything to do with football. So when I saw it, I looked for like 1 second and scrolled past it.
Scroll. No, when I look. First I did. Yeah. Like, bro.
Serious.
I woke up in the morning and I saw something about it, and I was just like, oh, like, is that real? But then I thought, nah, you know what they're like, bro. Like the PR machine's always working, innit? So I thought, no. Because I was seeing it on Twitter and I was seeing it on YouTube. But when I see it on Sky, they were talking about man's posting up saying hello or hello again. I was like, oh my days. And I just feel sorry for the youth, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a small percentage of me obviously desperate for him to come on and bang, because obviously we're so dead up front. But like I said, I'm still in the same thing, bro. Like, don't even kick a ball this season, bro.
Yeah,
you know, don't go on.
I'm saying no if I'm a player, bro. I can't lie. It might be bad, but I'm saying no.
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't think Saka would, though. That's the joke. I don't think Saka would. I reckon he's probably saying, yeah. Like, apparently he's been in training sessions for time. He's had a behind closed doors thing, some involvement, you know. And then I saw one picture, and I'm seeing Gabriel fucking James in the background as well. I'm thinking, raw, I'm going for that. You know, Gabriel James, bro. You know, Jesus. Yeah. I see him in the background.
I was back.
Bro, I'm not saying he's back. I just see him in the background. He might be, you know, a little different way along. I don't know.
Why?
You know,
in the background if he's not back, like,
bro, in the back. Yeah, they was on the training pitch, bro, and he was there, bro. So he must be doing something. Do you know what I'm saying? He must be doing something. So my whole thoughts was, you know, as Shane Gooner said, you know, you want to give him another month or two, you know, give him small little minutes here and there, or not even any minutes, maybe just like the behind the scenes games or the reserve games, and keep him till next season. But you know, the mutant channel's doing their best to show you that he's gonna be all right. They've got doctors on there. Have you seen what's been going on? Like, it's been mad.
Doctors, oh my god,
bro. If you go onto the mutant channel, bruv, they've got a doctor sitting there, bro, talking about the technology's different. You get me? The surgery ain't just like, what was he say? How did he explain it? It's like, it's not like a repair. It's almost like they've replaced, so it's like new or something. You get me? And it's like, so it's not like it was. And
No way.
yeah, bro. And they're saying, you get me? What do they say as well? The more you use the muscles and tendons with an injury like that is how you give strength to them. Like sitting around doing nothing makes them weak. That's how they're trying to explain it. And they're really going to some utmost lengths, bro. And I'm just like, wow. Just let the boy rest, bro. Just let the boy rest, innit? He's 23 years old. His career might be done now. Like, it might not be, but it might be, innit? It might be. So, yeah. By the end of the day, bro, I think we've all just got to come to the realization that this motherfucker's gonna play him, regardless of what we think or say or want, you know, like that. He's gonna play him, bro. So we just gotta hope that he can actually come back and be even 80% of what he was, bro. Because I think in his mind, he's gonna be scared to run, he's gonna be scared to go into challenges. But I don't know. He might come out like a bloody Power Ranger, brother, and just be on it. Do you get it? I got no idea. No idea. We'll have to wait and see. Wait and see. Oh, did he come back out? Come back in? We'll have to wait and see, man.
These guys are getting doctors and that, bro. Yeah, the PR is strong.
The PR is PRing, bro. The PR is PRing. Big up Shane Guna. Big up you. I'll be free for the second half. Yeah, bro. Like the links in the chat. I think I sent it to your WhatsApp as well. It's always welcome to jump on. You know, come and do this community service with me. It feels like I'm doing an Arsenal game at the moment. Like I'm trying to do other watch-alongs to feel like I'm not pulling teeth, bro. But this game's been mad, like in terms of not that good. It's not been bad though. At the same time, like it's annoying, man. Just step it up a little bit. Come on, Brighton. Even Forest.
No intensity, if I'm being like.
Yeah. It's like a Prem game, innit? As you said, this is the quarter-final, mate. Like, although there has been stages where I've seen the boot go in a few times.
Yeah.
Some harder challenges and that, so we will wait and see. But yeah, Brighton are all the way pressed up the pitch at the moment. Like this, you can only see Nottingham Forest players near the halfway line, mate. Jeez. But this is how they play. They'll try and catch you on the counter, but they ain't got wood for those long balls now. And this new Don ain't really doing it. Awoniyi, I can't say his name, but that was a mad bend. Did you see that?
I'll be back. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. Do what you got to do. Just like if you want to jump on Shane, do what you got to do. The link is open. I don't mind if cameras are not on. Obviously, it will be better to see you all, but we're in phase 1, you know, on this tier list and that. We ain't even got 1K, bro. So no one can be like, oh, it don't look professional when there's guys with no cameras on. Like, cool, I hear you, man. I hear you. Do what you got to do. Yeah, this has been a bit. It's been a bit dead. It has. Can't lie, man. Let's hope for something in the game. We need something to happen. I'm like trying to build a joint, all sorts, bro. Yeah, that's what we need to happen. Big up Mali. Back to the building. Someone's on the floor. Dangerous attack. Just an attack now. It's getting niggly. It's definitely getting niggly. Add to stage. I don't know. I thought I did already. My bad. I thought I did already. I have to keep looking to see if you've come up or down still. Saturday. Nothing going on, believer. It's been pretty rubbish, to be honest. Let's just keep it real. And you know the deal. No, let's just have a big suit to go and get some more. Clickety clack, clickety clack. It's definitely been dead, mate. It's definitely been dead. Sorry, there's nothing to talk you through right now, mate. Kind of done most of the Arsenal chit chatter on the last watch along. I said too much about that. Was that Belieber after I was just dissing him? Had a shot. It's the first thing I've seen him do in the game, though. And here we are. At the end of the first half, near enough. It's a goal kick. Forest in possession. It's going to make a bit of a biggie. Doom, 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 doom. This one's going to be a biggie. But we're going to have to put out the bat signal, though. See if we can get some more, though. Cars. That can't be Man Saturday. But yeah, apologies, gang. Looks like we're going to be at half-time with nothing to report, mate. Nothing to report. We've seen free kicks aplenty. Yep, half-time. Nothing to report. Free kicks aplenty. Free kicks aplenty, mate. You can see there. Both teams have only had one shot on target. 2 shots off target, I think, for Brighton. Yeah, nothing to report, though, gang. Going to be totally honest. Nothing to report. Nothing to report. Might be able to hear all the noise behind me, so I'm just trying to keep it moving. Just sending out the bat signal, gang. So I appreciate just a second because I ain't got my eyes on the screen. But yeah, pretty deaders, guys. I've got to be deadly honest. Yeah, you might hear the bang, bang, bang. Yeah, my daughter's back with her brethren, so you know it's just gonna be a wally per noise. So if you hear some banging and that, then I apologize, gang. I apologize. Princess's birthday yesterday, rolling on into today, because that's how women do it. You know, when it's your birthday, like as soon as it hits 12 o'clock, like it's over. When it's these girls' birthdays, where they want to have weekends, and it's my birthday week, like you on drugs, like. Yeah, she's 11. And while they went out yesterday, a couple of the friends didn't make it. So yeah, big up Mally, man. Myself back at the house, mad busy. Yeah, man. My house is busy as well, but the show's got to go on. It's got to go on with the bumps and the lumps, like on my back. You know, I came on live earlier, yeah, and I was like live for about half an hour. I swear to God, bro, 30 minutes, bro, and I just weren't even live. I was sharing the screen. We was going on Sky Sports Spews. Man was doing the whole usual thing. Shane come in. We was having a chin wag. On street, just like now, it said end stream. So it's telling me that I'm live, yeah? I've gone onto YouTube to try and share it, and it's telling me that it's scheduled. I'm like, what's going on here? But then I've come onto StreamYard, and it's gone from end stream to go live. I'm like, nah, you lot are taking the absolute piss. And I think that big up Northside, I think that's why it moved to Stream Labs, which is a different host, a streaming host. because StreamYard has been janky, man. Even when I've been watching some of the streams back, my internet might be a little bit do you know what I'm saying? And I don't usually get that as much with Streamlabs. So big up Streamlabs. You get me? Like I said, it's been a mad birthday month. 4 birthdays that I need to pay out for this month. My eldest son's birthday is next month. Jeez, April and March is like worse than Christmas out here. That is the real. So we are going to make sure that we've got everything up and running for next week. Just give me a second though, because we're going to have to tell them to shush up. You know, it's a little piece. But big up, man. Half time, as I said, really not much. Like, this could have been a Premier League game, bro. Like this could have been Arsenal, like stinking out the place, trying to beat a low block. That's what it feels like. I mean, you know, there has been chances, there has been shots, there has been things going on, but other than that, mate, it has been Kieran Dyer, Danny Dyer, any Dyer you want to use, mate. Jesus, these lot, I don't know if you can hear it. They're popping balloons downstairs. Like, they're popping balloons, not doing balloons. She's only 11. Do you know what I mean? But Jesus Christ, I did say that I'm live, but obviously when they come back, it's party time, innit? Do you know what I mean? Jeez Louise. But how we all doing, man? Couple of people in the house. Let me know what's going on. Help me, gang. Help me. Community service settings. Screeching girls downstairs, like, apologies. Okay, now. And then even if I say to the missus, oh, they're popping balloons and screaming, I'm live. Oh, but it's her birthday. Like, I'm gonna be the one in the wrong. You know how that goes. Don't respect the hustle, innit, until it starts paying, though. You know, like that. Look. Smashing balloons, I'm live. These lot are moving like they're in Funhouse, fam. You know, like that. I thought they were coming back to have a girly night. Oh, you're 11. You might want to watch some movies, do your nails, have a pizza. You know, like that. Have some ice cream and Coke, that kind of shit. Like, it's literally Funhouse, bro. Prizes to be won. I don't even remember the rest of the song. Hey, I'm here, pop. Yeah. They're rolling around. Hey, it sounds mad. I just hope you lot can't hear it, innit? But if you can, welcome on in. Welcome on in, gang. Hey, man's billing a fatty, bro. It's the last one, innit? So that's why I've always said to myself, bro, if any of you lot are smokers, then you know the dilemma, yeah? You got like a decent bud left, yeah? And you're looking at it and you're like, oh, is that a 1? Is that can that squeeze a 2 Zoots? Can that squeeze 2? Or is that just a 1 big one? And too many times I've tried to take the Arsenal approach and squeeze 2. And I'm smoking it and it's like, all I can taste is cigarette, you know, like that. I don't like cigarette, not on its own. So I just said to myself, stop doing arse little. If you're ever in that situation, you just gotta go big or go home, innit? So that's what we're doing, bro. We're going big or going home. I'm pretty sure that was a 0.6 I've just put into this, bro. Pew! If you're not a smoker, you don't know what I'm talking about, innit? So that's fair play, man. I'm not a drinker like that, innit? So don't judge me, innit? Judge yourself. Hey, broski, what you telling me, man?
Yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. How you doing?
Fantastic. I'm good, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. I am trying. Yeah, been a pretty dead game, but yeah, other than that, as you can probably hear or hear me waffling on, got the hysterical girls downstairs.
I can't actually hear anything in your background, bro. So,
oh, brilliant,
yeah.
brilliant. Well, that's something at least then. That's something. But how are you, my guy? You all right?
Yeah, good man. I just wanted to surprise you. Surprise.
I've been wanting you to come on, man. Obviously, but more on like for the under the lens, man, bro. Do you know what I mean? We can still get
of course.
whenever you're ready. But yeah, whenever I'm on and the link's there, you're always welcome to come on anyway, bro. Like,
Yeah, man. Can you hear me? I keep cutting out for some reason.
Oh, I can hear you. I can hear you. Mally had that problem as well, but I thought it was just him. Maybe it's the StreamYard thing. I'm not sure, but I can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
Okay, brilliant. It's probably it's probably StreamYard because it keeps updating every few seconds, like click. It's not making a clicking noise, but it's like click and then click.
Right.
It's very weird though. But yeah. Like I said, I just saw you were live, and I thought, well, I might just hop on for 5 minutes, just say hello.
Yeah, glad to have you, man. Glad to have you. What have you made of everything, man? In the old Arsenal sphere.
Shit. Well, words to describe it. Just shit.
Just shit. Yeah, very eloquently put as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's the only way you can really. I mean, I think it sums up it all. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at that Eze goal from before. Jesus.
Yeah, I actually saw it. Sorry, go on.
No, go on. Did you catch any of that game?
I actually saw the highlights of all the goals. Nketiah scored. Wow.
Yeah. Princess Amanda. Yeah.
It's like we needed a striker the whole time. But we had one, but we never replaced him. I'm sorry, man. He had to go 100%. But the fact that we never replaced him is criminal. Absolutely criminal.
But the thing is that he probably would have done all right for us at this point in time. You know what I mean? If I'm being terribly honest. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I suppose I'm scraping the barrel if I'm looking at him or Moreno. Yeah. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know, Salt Bay weren't in Dubai. Maybe he's over in England, you know, just rubbing the salt in because, you know, we're seeing, you know, the Princess Amanda scoring, having a great old time. No.
It's King of Zamunda.
Oh, the King of Zamunda. Yeah. And now
big love to the Southern Kuna.
Big love to Matty, man, each and every time, man.
Always.
But yeah, now he's booked a place at Wembley, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow. Who knew?
Who knew?
Yeah. And who knew having a better coach than Arteta? All of a sudden, semi-finals, FA Cup.
Ooh.
Who knew that getting someone in that will actually make a club do better? Who knew? And it's not like we've been saying this for 5 years or anything, you know. So
yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that didn't happen. That was just like, you know, what do they call it? The blip in the MCU or whatever. You know, that's all that was. You know, 5 years later, and here we are in the same position, everyone. So, you know, I don't know. They're just showing. Sorry, mate. Go on.
Yeah, if not 5 years, then 4 years, just to humour everyone. Like, 6 months, FA Cup, yay.
Hey. Yeah, fair play. But then how long has he actually been at the club? I think is it 5.5?
It's coming up to 5.5 years now.
Coming up to 5.5.
December 2019, the reign of terror begins. And I was always trying to think, because I think a month and a year I will never forget. And that's just because it's scarred me. I don't know about anyone else, but it's scarred me for life, bro. Yeah,
it's definitely PTSD worthy, bro. 100%. 100%. But yeah, what do you think of I might as well pick your brain on it. I'm doing it with everyone, with the whole 12 years a slave. Saka's back now. You know, what do you make of all of that?
I'm actually not happy about it.
Fairs.
I don't want him playing again because, well, for someone who actually used to play football and futsal and that's had to retire very early age because of injuries.
Wow.
Yeah, I know all about hamstrings and ankle injuries, and especially when it's grade 2, grade 3 injuries. It's not very nice. And it does. Since it was a grade 3 injury, from what I've heard, he'd be wise to pull out for the rest of the season and come back for the pre-season next season. Yeah. I mean, that's most logical. Arsenal fans are saying that. Do you know what I mean? But you can see, as I was saying to Mally before he came up, you can see the kind of lengths that AFTV are going to. You know, they were interviewing with doctors and all this other kind of stuff.
you know, and obviously as someone who does know about that kind of stuff, I mean, what's because the takes I've been hearing is that, you know, with these kind of injuries, you need to actually be working them to build strength and stuff. Like, you know, staying kind of dormant or stationary is only going to make it weaker, things like that. I mean, what's your insight on that?
Well, the first thing would be a lot of rehabilitation, which I'm pretty sure Saka's been doing non-stop. That's hence why Arteta's rushing him back. But that's normally natural for footballers. Like, first thing, I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's, you know, amateur, semi-pro, professional, anyone that gets injured, the first thing you want to do is do day one of rehab and get straight back into it and get recovered as quickly. Because obviously, yeah, if you do end up being stationary or just sit around, do nothing, of course you're not going to recover as fast as you want to. So, I mean, no one, realistically, no one wants to be injured and just do nothing to recover. So it's not just like with football. Obviously, you know, in everyday life, if you want to go out just to your local supermarket, and of course you don't want to be hobbling around.
Yeah, if you're hammy, you can't even go Tesco, innit? Yeah, exactly.
Even if you just want to go and visit your friends and family, like come on.
No, I get you.
But of course, yeah, I'm sure Saka did, and from what I've seen, he's back in training. So, but like I said, my advice for him, if you're watching this, Saka, and I know you're watching this, even you, Arsenal, tell Saka not to come back this season. Just keep training, get ready for pre-season next season. No, and that's very logical. It's very sound. It makes all the sense in the world to me. Do you know what I mean? But you know, and for someone who's experienced injuries, I know for a fact I've been rushed back, and I've been out for even longer. So it's not a wise move.
Yeah, no, I mean, the highest I ever played was semi-pro. I played for the borough of Camden.
Wow,
well
done.
Yeah, but there was no. If you got injured, like, you got to go and deal with that yourself. They didn't have like, you know, they had nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Your own rehab, your own rehabilitation clinic, your own physios,
you're doing your own. You're literally doing your own stuff. And my, like, you know, toes and my knee, it was my left knee. I started like.
You're a physiotherapist as well.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? My left knee started playing up and my toes and stuff like that, and I was just like, wow. So, and it's like, if I keep playing, I'm just mashing up my body because I ain't getting the help that you need. So, no, I know, and I do understand that technology and science has moved on, but surely, I mean, this is a grade 3 here. For me, I'd be like, you know, just don't play him. But it's another sign of Arteta's desperation. You know, it's another sign of the club being rash in terms of not looking after the players, because I feel like it's like, what's the word, negligence, malpractice, do you know what I mean, on the whole of the squad, you know, because we got a small squad by design, and now they got to play every 3 days and play through injuries and all sorts, you know.
It's just the absolute arrogance for him to think we would go the entire season with a 22-man squad. That's just unbelievable.
Is it especially with 19?
Yeah, 22-man squad. Like I said, just to go the whole season with that, and just thinking, fair play to Arsenal. We've not had any. Our injury record for the past 2 seasons has been flawless. It's been fantastic, but sooner or later it was going to catch up to us. And what a surprise it happened to be this season!
What a surprise! Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say our luck was going to run out. Our good luck was going to run out at some point. So, but
that's what I was going to say. You know, third time luck. Like, why would you think for 3 years in a row you can sit on your hands, basically? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, and nothing was going to happen. You know, all last year we're seeing Saka limping about. It's like, come on, the signs are there.
Yeah, the warning signs were there, clear. Yeah, you're right. The warning signs are there for all players, not just Saka. It's just So it's just like, okay, maybe I should go and get some new signings, especially for after selling Smith Rowe and Nketiah, you know.
And seeing them both have a part to play today. All right, I know Smith Rowe was on the losing side, but you know, it's like I said, Salt Bay, it really does kind of rub salt in the wound a little bit. And not just that, but you know, I'm seeing Iwobi at Fulham, and you're seeing just watching this because the game just kicked off again, guys, just letting everyone know. Just seeing kind of the ex-Arsenal players, and it's just like, well, look, he's, you know, even the King of Zamunda's got a Wembley trip, it hurts to see, you know. So it's it's the year of the exposure, if you like. It's the year when everything kind of falls down, so everyone's getting injured, everything's going against us, you know, and it was bound to happen.
It's the year of the demise, bro.
As
Lee Garner would say. Big love and respect to Lee Garner.
Man, each and every time, man. Yeah, I was dead last night. I was still up at like 1, 2 in the morning, whatever. I think it was just before he's gone on to Trench Talk. and I've turned onto his channel, and even houses are getting cooked, bro. Like, you know, it's 2025. Lee Gunner's cooking everything. Oh, sorry. Was that Matoma? Was that? No, it weren't. I can't see who it was. It was a great shot though. Is that corner or goal kick? Great piece of play there from Brighton, trying to take the initiative. Decent bit of build-up play there. He's done brilliant to turn the defender. Shot. No, it looks like it's oh, I can't tell actually. Did he get a touch on that? I can't tell, but that's just kind of messed up my train of thought a little bit there. It was a good first little bit, you know, of action to report from the game, because it has been a little bit lackluster, I must say. But yeah, pick yourself up, man, each and every time. Any other things you want to have a little chin wag about? What do you think about the Real Madrid game, bro? What do you think the chances are? What do you think?
Pray for Arsenal.
Pray for Arsenal. Yeah,
pray for Arsenal. Just pray for Arsenal. Pray for Arsenal.
Pray. Definitely pray for Arsenal. That's what I think as well, bro.
We need an absolute miracle to get past them. It's just, and I know we won't. And there goes another unbeaten record against a team in the Champions League. That's going to be gone out the window, because we won and drew against Real Madrid, never lost. That's going to go. Never conceded as well. That's going to go too.
That's going to go. Yeah, that's gonna go. Yeah, I fully think, and I think I was saying to Shane and some of the other guys, and that don't be so. Oh, sorry, great shot for Nottingham Forest. Was that a save? I think it was. Is that Gibbs White with a shot? Couple of things to report now from the game. I was saying, don't be surprised if they turn up to the Emirates and play like Newcastle, turn up and low block it and just hit us on the counter. Do you know what I mean? I can see that happening all day long.
I was just going to say, there's been rumours going around about a few Real Madrid players, including Mbappe and Vinicius Jr., that might be suspended because of the rude gesture they made to Atletico Madrid fans or the players or something. Even if that happens, I still can't see Arsenal go through. Because
not over the 2 legs, because obviously, and the fact that we've got the first leg at the Emirates, which I've just been confirmed I'm going to be there. Obviously, not on the game day, but doing the preparations like I did before. So some of the flags or whatever they're going to put down, we find out usually when we get. Yeah, but you know, and I was really upset. Like, you know, we worked hard to become seeded and all of that, and then we still have to play the first leg at home. That kind of, you know. But then someone said, "Oh, you're CL amateur because it's just about." Who gets drawn first or something like that, or I don't know, something along those lines. And I'm just like, well, why do all the bloody hard work to get seeded? But look, the point I'm trying to make is I think this is going to be our final, and I think that's the reason why we've even paid to get the game with flags and that kind of stuff. I really do, and I feel like even if we was to by some miracle get past the 2 legs, I think we'll shoot our bolt, sort of thing. I don't think we're going to have the legs to then go on and do 2 legs against either PSG or Villa and then play a Barca, for instance, and win it still. I think the odds are too much against us, to be honest with you. But it will be interesting. It will be interesting. What would you do with Moreno, bro? Would you start this guy, or what would you do?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, with Moreno, what would you do with the old Earthworm Jim? What would you do with him? I call him the Spanish Earthworm Jim. Yeah,
that's a great game. Big love and respect to my older cousins for introducing me to that game.
Showing my age a little bit.
They said it, and they're right. They weren't kidding. It's a classic game. But no, seriously. Listen, I just keep playing him as a striker because, well, it's the only outlet option we have. Let's be honest.
And what about this Real Madrid game? Would you start him up front for that, down the middle?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, fair play. You're the first person that actually said they would. My thought process behind it is purely I was just thinking maybe even slot Martinelli through the middle, or even one.
I'm just going with what Arteta will do, because he's never gonna play Martinelli as a striker. That stupid toad.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Arteta the toe.
So rigid, isn't he? So bloody rigid. And I'm just because I watched Martinelli, like we come back.
Facts.
Sorry,
I mean, he's a slimy scumbag as well. But yeah, I could go on.
Yeah,
yeah,
he is. He is. No, but I watched him the other day, and I think they put him back on the right. I think it was the game. What was the game they dropped Ethan in? Like as soon as Martinelli come back, the next game it's like they dropped Ethan. Anyway, Martinelli's on the right.
I think that was Chelsea.
I think it was Chelsea, wasn't it? And Martinelli's on the right, and I just literally
it was Chelsea. It was actually
Chelsea. It was Chelsea. Yeah. Martinelli was on the right, and then I've just literally watched him just run the ball out of play, and I'm thinking, all right, cool. Well, if you move him a little bit to the left, he might just run the ball over the goal line. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, he might be the only thing that keeps Real Madrid's defense honest. If so,
I mean,
but
I mean, here's the thing. I agree with you. I would definitely play Martinelli as a striker. I mean, if it was me, I would play Ethan right wing, Norton Martinelli down the middle, and Trossard on the left.
Trossard on the left. Okay, fair play.
That's what I would do. But like I said, knowing Arteta, he will play Mourinho, he'll play Martinelli, and he'll play Trossard. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed to Trossard on the left. I just think since the PSV game, he's just been dross, to be honest, and he's not the quickest.
But he scored. What are you talking about? He scored.
He scored against PSV, innit?
Away. He's good.
How you doing, Shane? You all right?
Yeah, good, man.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad. Just trying to get through this game. Feels like it's a bit of community service, to be honest with you. Not too much going on in it. But yeah, me old pal Statics come on for a bit of a chin wag. Help me get through it yourself.
Right,
yeah.
Hello, Shay.
Yeah, big up.
Man?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Shay?
Yeah, just sitting through this fucking Arsenal-esque game. It's a very Arsenal game. Or the one earlier was a cracking game.
Yeah, it really was. And
the London derby, yeah.
Finally, there's a bit of intensity. I've only just got to that, so that must have been a bit earlier because I'm looking at it now, and I'm just it's like watching Arsenal. This, as I was saying to you, Shane, this is how it's going to be on Tuesday. Hopefully not for you, but watching Arsenal trying to break down a low block, like this is what it's going to be. Painful, absolutely, man. And this is it's been a horrible watch so far, but hopefully it has. I mean, there was little.
I'm not even watching the game. I'm keeping my. Got company at the moment.
Fair play.
I'm multitasking.
See, and women said men can't do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, men can't multitask.
Yeah, we're doing it now. Look, there you go, man. There you go. But yeah, no, I'm interested to obviously get people's opinion on this Real Madrid game because obviously it's the only thing we've got to look forward to. But yeah, I mean, I suppose you're right. It don't really matter what we say and all the waffle that we do. This clown's going to do what he's going to do, isn't he?
I want to say two things though. Views is two things could happen. He'll spank us like he did with Bayern Munich. How we end up losing, what was it, 10-2 on aggregate? I don't know if it was him, or he'll slow cook us and we'll end up losing 4-1 on aggregate or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I'm asking people, do you think like we'll kind of get pammed? I mean, Shane made a good argument that in Newcastle it was 4-0 on aggregate. Sorry, go on. Yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those two things because I know they're going to have a lot of possession in both legs, home and away. It's just, and I think that's what I'm saying, like that because they're just going to conserve the energy. They know we're shit, so they're just going to. They know we're shit. Real Madrid know we're shit. They're just going to play with a handbrake on. I guarantee because I remember he's done that in the past against Arsenal. So. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me if he did. Because if he really, basically they'll play at second gear, Real Madrid. So because if they really want to turn up the heat, which they're more than capable of doing that, they could easily thrash Arsenal, and it could be 10-2 on aggregate. So wow, you're the first person I've heard say that as well. If they really, really turn up the heat, like literally playing fourth, fifth gear, bro. But knowing Real Madrid, they'll play in second or third gear, and they'll get through 4-0 on aggregate or something.
Yeah, like Shane said, that's what Newcastle did. I mean, all right, we didn't get beat by any more than 3 goals in the game, but it's 2 games and it's 4-0 on aggregate. You got anything to add onto that, Shane?
Yeah, I agree. I don't see Madrid over the 2 legs scoring less than say 3. And can you see us scoring more than 3 against Madrid over 2 legs? No, fucking hope.
No.
We're in him up front and Kung Fu Panda out the left, and we've been, injured Saka, which I'm sure he'll force back. It's a shambles, really. It's a shambles. If you start, as much as I love him, Lewis Skelly at left back, he could get a red card very easily, and he could get a red card they target him. They target him if he starts. And who else is going to start? Calafiori? I mean, he won't start Tierney. We all know he should. He won't. So yeah, I'm just, his Champions League quarter final, we should be looking forward to it, but he's just beating the life out of us as a manager. There's no excitement or like I said before, when the music kicks in and all that, that all disappears. But as a build up to a game, I'm just once that kicks in, you'll start to dream. It's natural. You start to think, oh, you know what, we can beat these. A different manager with our squad of players could easily do it, because you could play Tierney at left back, like I said, and then you'd have Lewis Skelly coming off the bench as a left 8, like where he should be playing, and you could have Wanyeri as a 10 where he should be playing, and all these things where people should be playing, and then you go, actually, we look like a decent side. You could have Zinchenko as a sub number 10. He played there for his country twice, and that's where he plays.
Yeah,
that's where he plays, and he's good at it. You'd have him on the bench as well. But suddenly your bench looks completely different with a good manager. We're looking at it now with 4 or 5 left backs on the bench, but with a good manager, you'd have, okay, well, we have Tierney starting, and we have Zinchenko. He's a number 10 on the bench, and we have. But it's just the manager we have. He came out after Zinchenko played that. I think he got man of the match playing as a number 10 in the second leg against PSV. It's a new solution we found. You found? That's his position. What do you mean you found? You mean you finally played him where he's meant to play? No, look, we're all in the same boat. We're all have no confidence in this man. In a way, I envy the Top Gooners being able to get excited about this shit, and I envy them that. Like, I wish I could be that stupid, but I'm not, unfortunately.
That's a great point. I envy the delusion, 100%. Because I'm not, Go on, sorry, Stag. You was going to say something?
No, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure even Arteta knows that Zinchenko can play as a central midfielder, since he would have noticed that when he was at Man City as the fraudulent assistant coach he was. So,
yeah.
So, but it's like, I just want him gone. I just want Arteta gone.
Yeah, I think you were saying the same. It just always boiled down to just get this man out.
He's been draining the shit out of me all season.
He is. He's draining, man. And I've really seen it this year. I was saying to Shane, it's like the year of the truth, mate. The year with the frauds get exposed. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I think.
I just told you, bro. The year of the demise.
Yeah, the year of the demise. And I was saying to Shane,
it's already happening now. The injuries, for example.
Exactly. No, the whole thing.
And that interview, like when we drew away at Manchester United, he dodged those 2 questions about the striker, and then are you still in the lot of tires?
Yeah, it's just so embarrassing. This guy, even when he pretended to leave the light and tried to laugh it off, I'm just like, get this guy off the screen, man. Like, what is the matter with this guy? He's just so cringe. But I was saying to Shane, he's definitely at the end of the season.
Sorry to interrupt you. I was just going to say, a lot of football fans have said, how dare Arteta do that? That was just bloody rude. That was just what the fuck is wrong with him? Why does he do that?
This is what you get paid for. Yeah. This is what you get paid for, right? And you're just walking off like that. Yeah, unbelievable, man. Big up Luca anyway. Talks ball in the building. Anyway, right. So what I was
sorry, go on.
Yeah, no worries. What I was saying is, he's probably going to be here for next year. Yeah. But do you think I know, and there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing we can do about it, unfortunately, right?
There is a way.
Go on.
Vote with your feet. Go to the Emirates.
A 100K waiting list for season tickets. Never going to happen, mate. Never going to
Never
happen.
gonna happen.
Never going to happen. And I wish it was different. I mean, that's the only way to do it. It's only when there was like 10,000 empty seats in the Emirates, we managed to get Wenger out, and we were still winning things like, you know, unbelievable.
And Emery, we've got Emery.
Yeah, and Emery.
Well,
But the point I'm trying to get to is surely there can't be
saying,
nowhere else to hide next season, Static. Surely there can't be nowhere else to hide next season if we go through another season of complete pish, which we are very much capable of doing because he changes how we play every year.
Yeah, I just want to say the fact that most top Reds, I hate saying top Gooners, but yeah, top Reds, they are the same ones that said this season, give him another year, and they're now saying, you know, because if he doesn't deliver a trophy this season, he has to go. But now they're already saying, oh, give him another year. But I questioned him. I was like, but you just said you're not going to give him any more chances. So it's just
getting moved. Yep.
Pathetic. They're all pathetic.
Yeah, you see, there's no point. They don't understand logic. So when you say, "Oh, you said that last time," then they just repeat the shit that he repeats. So injuries, suspensions, are his fault. Injuries are all his fault. This isn't Eduardo getting his leg snapped, and this isn't Ramsey getting his leg snapped. This is people's hamstrings airing because they've just been overrun. And the red cards. Me and Views discussed this before. Ill discipline bleeds down from the management. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You're putting it like he's putting an 18-year-old kid out of position in the firing line when the pressure's on, and Lewis Kelly's getting sent off. You know, these are his decisions. You know, so he can't hide. He can't wash his hands of the mess he's made. But unfortunately, the Arteta sexuals or whatever we were going to call them, they just eat it up and they cover for him. And you know, the season ticket holders. I think it was Aaron was saying that like he kind of doesn't want to go to matches now, but he knows that when he sells his season ticket, that some top gooner will take the next game, and it'll be, you know, more Arteta fans in the ground, and you know, so he wants to go and voice his displeasure, which, you know, that's what we have to do. But yeah, like Piers was saying, the amount of waiting list of people that will just take if people decide not to go to the game. So what we need is some of the players Arteta's gotten rid of to come out and start calling him out on what he is. You know, we need an Aubameyang or something to start saying, look, he treated us this way, or he doesn't have a clue, or, you know, which some of them will. They'll come out and say it. And that's normally what gets the ball rolling. We need someone like Guendouzi. He's got him out on him. I'd love him to come out and say the guy doesn't understand attacking players, or, you know, I think we need something like that to start as well, because we can all see it, but it's not getting verbalized. The press just bury everything that they haven't painted this fucking print, you know, and I've never understood it.
It's like they're scared of him, innit? You know, absolutely. Yeah. And well, I think some people are seeing it. You know, anyone that takes any notice of what Aubameyang did say regarding Arteta when he said, you know, my mum was ill. I thought I had the backing of the club. They should have backed me, and yet he's come back. And then Arteta's, you know, screaming, "You've stabbed me in the back." You know, like he's an absolute. Anyway, he's just a proper melt. This guy, and. Yeah. As you said, mate, we Edu going. I think the signs are now there for people to start seeing and, you know, have a little bit of a deeper dive into what might be going on at the club. And I feel like we've got little Napoleon, man, and he just needs to go. He just needs to go. But like I said, man, I know he's going to be here for at least another year. And that's why I was asking, you know, if we get this crap again next season, are the goalposts going to move again? Surely they can't.
The penalty here, I think he has to give that, doesn't he? He has to give that.
Oh shit! Yeah. I'm just seeing him walking over to the car. I've not even been looking at it. It's been that boring. I can't lie to you.
I might be ahead of you. He pulled him down with his hand. His trailing hand is there.
Just looking at the VAR now. Oh yeah. Okay.
It doesn't look that bad, but then you see his arm grabs his foot. And
he grabs his foot. It does. Right at the end there. Yeah, good spot, Shane. He does. He grabs his foot. That's a penalty for me. And Nottingham Forest, could you imagine? Big up Wolfie, man. He's going to be over the moon if they get through. But yeah, it's that Matoma. He's shaking his finger. You blatantly grabbed his foot there. It looks like you have. It looks like he's aware of what he's doing because his arm weren't that.
Even if he's not aware, it's still a penalty. Yeah, you have to give that.
You have to give it.
If that was caught him, you give it. What's the difference?
Just
on the screen.
Just let the live chat know what's going on.
Just let
Right
the live chat. Oh yeah, well, because you're not watching it. Sorry. Yeah. So
I'm not watching the game.
penalty call. Sorry. I'm I'm all over the place, but we're still in phase 1, bro. Yeah, penalty decision for Nottingham Forest. Mitoma, he's gone in for a challenge. He's actually missed the player and the ball, and the player's kind of evaded him in the area, but his arm was kind of dragged and caught his foot and pulled the player down. And
Completely pulled him off his feet.
Yeah, pulled him off of his feet almost in the area. And
They haven't
they've not given it. Hold on,
given it.
I'm still.
I'll go back a bit.
Oh my god! I think. Hold on. So yeah, they were looking on the VAR, and I thought that was a Stonewall. Hold on, live. Let me go on a bit forward. What have I got now? 66-28. They've not given it. That is unbelievable, guys. Sorry, Static. Yeah, so it was a penalty decision or a penalty whatever for Nottingham Forest, and the referee.
No penalty.
Yeah, no
VAR,
penalty.
VAR, no penalty.
That's disgusting, bro.
He overturned Garden. You don't see that often.
Maybe.
Yeah, you don't see that often at all. Now they're showing something else, but that guy just looks like he died. But this is the Mitoma one.
That's a blatant penalty.
That for me is a penalty, innit? That for me is 100% penalty. But
yeah, that one's not. But yeah, the other one, where he dragged him with his hand.
Yeah. The first one, he just looked like the guy fell on the floor like he had been shot. But the Mitoma one, for me, I think that's a penalty. Mali saying I don't know, to be honest. Fair play. You know,
I think just because it's his hands that they're saying it's not. But if you grab someone, regardless of if it's a mistake or not, if you take them down in the box, you take them down in the box. But
exactly, if you missed,
I think it's one of those that if it happens to your team, you think it's a definite penalty, and if it happens against them, you can see why it's not given. You know, and it's the level of consistency that bothers me in this country.
No, exactly that.
Staggering.
Great point. Because just be consistent. Now you're looking at that and you're thinking all season long, a VAR panel would probably give that as a penalty, and now all of a sudden it's not. So it's just not consistent. Yeah, really. That's the main take from it.
Wait, is VAR? Does VAR exist in the FA Cup or?
Yeah. He was over at the screen. The ref was over at the screen. They called him over to have a look at it, and he still stuck with his decision.
Yeah, no, that's weird. No, I say that because that's weird. Because when Manchester United won against Leicester, their goal was offside. No VAR check for that.
Yeah.
Whoa. Great point.
When they won 4-3, I think, or 3-2.
It came in for the quarterfinals. I think it might have come in.
Maguire scored the winning goal. He was
and it was offside. He was blatantly offside as well.
Yeah, Bar hadn't come in yet. It comes in, I think, for the quarterfinals, like it did in the league.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it's just ridiculous to bring it in. Yeah. Either bring it in from the start or don't.
Or don't. What's with all this flip flopping? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's fascinating. I agree.
That is crazy, man.
I was watching the Arsenal League Cup game. I think it was the Palace one. I think when we beat Palace, but it was great watching it without VAR again. When a goal goes in, you just know it's a goal. Yeah. It hasn't been. Because now you're thinking, are they going to disallow it? They're going to disallow it. They're going to disallow it. And
you can't celebrate. That's right. And not even just that, but you've got rival fans. As soon as the goal goes in, they're like VAR. They're crying out for VAR. So yeah, no, great points, man. Great points. And that was that's a great spot from Static there as well. Because I remember the uproar. Man United fans were just like, oh, there's no VAR. They were lovely.
That was before we played them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it was.
No. I think that was after, wasn't it?
It was after. So we went down the third round.
We went out. Yeah, we went out.
Oh,
and then it was after.
Yeah, that's true.
We're still in the FA Cup. They were giving it all this, and it was like, fuck it was blatantly offside. But because there was no VAR, great spot, Static. Great spot. Yeah, that is. You see how football can be a bitch sometimes, a cruel beast. Now all of a sudden. Go on.
To be honest, I don't even watch the FA Cup anymore because obviously of how shit we are. So
fair play. And I was just saying to Shane in the earlier game,
and I love the FA Cup. It's just
that's what I was saying.
One of my all-time favourites cup competitions, but just to not see my own team even reach at least the semi-finals, or better yet, get to the final win, because we are the record winners.
Just
it's extremely painful.
extremely painful, not just to see your team, but to see that, you know, the heritage club, like we are the Real Madrid of the FA Cup, and in the last how many years, like,
however,
you know,
it is extremely refreshing to see Forest, Fulham, Palace, Brighton doing really well. As long as Man City don't win it, I'm happy.
Fair play, man.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
And
I'd love to see one of the small teams.
I want to see someone else win it for a change as well.
Yeah, it's good for football. Go on, Shane. What was you going to say?
Like how Newcastle won it. Yeah, very delighted with that. That was good for football.
Mm.
It's good for football. And I want to see the same thing. Pedro and
same thing
Minta,
again. I see the FA Cup.
Oh yeah, good spot. João Pedro's coming on, and was it Minte coming on? Come off,
Minty.
Minta.
Oh, Dingra.
Dingra, yeah.
The players that would walk into our front three are coming off the bench for Brighton. Fucking hell.
Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do you guys think if someone else apart from Man City won the FA Cup, that's good for football as well? In your
absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's
like one of those teams that have a great history going back again, or Brighton, it would sort of show that the way they're playing means something, because a lot of these clubs, well, I think the way Brighton are run is fantastic. I love the way they're run, but if they don't win anything, then people question it. If they went on to win it, it would just go, look, oh, here's the goal, is it? Oh, I'd love to see one of the smaller teams win it. If you had Newcastle win the League Cup and then Forest or something win the FA Cup, would be great. Great for football.
That'd be great for football. Absolutely. I was going to say, and let you know, anyone but Man City, unless it's like a Spurs or a Chelsea or a Man United. You know what I mean? But definitely for one of these smaller clubs. That's what I'm saying. And we're putting Newcastle in that bracket only because it's been so long before they've literally won anything. And it's just that, it's a brilliant story for football. It really is. You know, seeing some of the Newcastle fans, seeing them today, seeing some footage of the open bus parade, and it's like I was jealous, man. Do you know what I mean? And we're big Arsenal, so you know, there's not much for these other clubs to play for during the season. So man, I think it's a great story for football, definitely.
I mean, the last team that won the FA Cup that no one expected them to win it was Leicester.
Same with
I was happy for them. I remember
Wigan before them. Wigan.
Wigan before that,
Roberto Martinez, wasn't it?
Yeah,
they got relegated as well. Yeah,
and I was calling Arteta the Tinker Man, but I need to put some respect on Ranieri's name because he's won an FA Cup and a league, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? He's won better than Arteta.
No. He was just won the league.
Brendan Rodgers.
Was it Brendan Rodgers? My bad.
So they packed Ranieri halfway through the season after he won the league.
But he won 2 trophies.
And we did it for 5 years with nothing.
Well, there you go. You know, you got Eddie Howe. I mean, when I saw Ranieri, he's managing Roma now, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a third spell there.
So I don't know how he's doing over there. I don't know if he's won anything.
He's doing well. He's doing really well. Yeah.
Has he won anything?
No,
he only came in as I think it's just agreed that he'll be till the end of the season. He's 71 now or something, 72, but he's taken them up about 8 places in the league.
Yeah,
cleaning up Mourinho's mess. Mourinho leaves a mess wherever he's been.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just going to say that, so Shane just spoke for me perfectly well. So,
he's on the ball.
Like apart from Roma being knocked out in the Italian FA Cup, or Coppa Italia as they call it, and obviously the Europa League when they got knocked out by Bilbao. They've been doing really well in the league. I mean, as Shane said, Roma were in the relegation zone. They were like 17th or 18th, and now they're currently 6th or 7th, and they're only 6 points off a Champions League place, as far as I know.
Wow! And do you know what?
What a turnaround! What an absolute legend he is.
I was just gonna say I used to pay a lot of attention to Syria. Obviously, when it used to come on like Channel 4 and stuff like that. But nowadays it's I don't really. So it's kind of refreshing that someone's kind of clued up a little bit about what's going on. What was you gonna say, Shane?
Yeah, right. It's just because we're talking about Roma, but I used to love them in the late 90s, early 2000s. They had Totti and Del Vecchio and all these lads. But your man, Tomasi, that used to play for them, the terrier midfield, the curly hair. Apparently, when Roma went into, they were supposed to go into administration in the late 90s. They really are abolished for money. And your man, Tomasi, went on at minimum wage for 2 years, Italian minimum wage. He dropped his wages down to about 300 quid a week. to try and keep the club because he loved the club so much. You wouldn't see that man.
Respect to him.
Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah, big time. And then what's his name was there? Cassano. Remember Cassano? That journeyman that was going to be. He was on 70 grand a week or something, and he wouldn't take a 10% pay cut. But Tomasi went down to minimum wage.
Oh yeah, that would have caused some friction in the old dressing room. But no,
I think he took a pay cut as well.
Cassano's a troublemaker, but he was a pretty decent player.
Of course,
if he had a recent potential. Ooh.
Yeah, of course, and that's what we were saying earlier. Me and
his
Shay,
injuries ruined his career, actually.
Yeah, but these players, they all had a personality, but they were all good players. It was like a dime a dozen back in the day. If you look at the state of world football now, it's horrible, isn't it?
I don't know. I'll read this out to you. I don't know if you know this. I just have it printed out here because I was watching on YouTube the other day. It was Ajax's journey to when they won the Champions League in '95, right?
Wow.
They won it with Van Gaal as manager, and it was nearly all Dutch players that all come through the youth team, right? But I was watching the highlights, and they're just all players that went on to be legends, and I was like, so I went on Wikipedia, I just printed out their squad right at the time, and I'll just read some of them out here. This was the Ajax squad, and they only signed about 4 players. The rest came through the youth team, right? Edwin van der Sar, Danny Blind, Winston Bogart, Frank de Boer, Michael Reisiger, Ronald de Boer, Edgar Davids, Frank Rijkaard, Clarence Seedorf, Finidi George, Jari Littman, and Mark Overmars, Nwangu Kanu, Patrick Kluivert. That was some of the players they had, man.
Jesus Christ!
All absolute ballers,
legends. Like that's like a all-star 11.
Players I remember.
Yeah, and most of them were about 18, 19 at the time. Kluivert was 19, Kanu was 18, and unbelievable, man.
Why do you guys think the level of football has dropped so much, man?
They're overly coached. They're coached into nothing. There's Ronaldinho would be getting sold every year because he's out of shape or because he was out partying or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that guy was just,
but yeah.
It's just unbelievable. Like, I don't know. It's just, I think the era of the Mavericks gone. I've been doing, like I said, a bit of research for those videos I'm doing, and it was around the 70s when the Mavericks started to come into it. Like in the 60s, I think George Best really sort of started that off. George Best was in the 60s, and he won the Ballon d'Or in '68, I think. And he was the first real, doing TV adverts and things like that, and he crossed over into the celebrity parties and stuff like that. And
right.
But the Maverick then, the 80s had rake of them. Every team had them. And then the 90s was just full of them, and early 2000s was full of them. But yeah, it started to die out now. You wouldn't see him at Tissier. You won't see him at Tissier because, again, he's not, ripped, and he'd never track back or anything like that. You just don't see it anymore. You might see it in Spain, you'll have a few teams like that. But
you don't even see a Franny Jeffers. Yeah, you don't even see a Franny Jeffers type, like Fox in the box. Like, not really, it's all like, I feel like, when they say video killed the radio star, like the system has killed, system has killed football.
Yeah.
The system, honestly, that's what it feels like.
I agree with that.
And I feel like the level has dropped so much. It's crazy, guys. Honestly,
you only have to look at the wingers, for example. It used to be so much flair and everything. Now it's way too robotic.
Always coming back. Look at Grealish from Villa to Man City. I mean, that's
the perfect example. Views exactly. Yeah,
perfect example.
Views would be. Yeah, your views exactly like about facts about
you
Grealish. You do everything.
Just look at Martinelli. Sorry, Tariq, go on.
Yeah, sorry, I was just going to say, now, as you said, views, Grealish, he's now just cuts back, pass, or turns back, pass, turns sideways,
Martinelli, Saka, well, not Saka as much, but definitely Martinelli,
Martinelli under Emery to now, you'll see the difference. But what a coach. And Emery knows he lets his forward players off the leash a bit. Emery, he always gets he lets his forward players off the leash. Wenger was the same. Wenger would get the best out of any forward player. Because he just said, right, this is what you're best at. Do that, or this is what you like Ozil, People go on about how crappy he was for us. Under Wenger, Ozil was fucking fantastic. Let's have it right. He was fucking fantastic. He of course he had bad games. He's that type of player. He's that type of player that will drift in and out of games and things like that. But if you look back at some of the highlights from the sort of 2017 and stuff through when we were meant to be terrible. And you look at them and go, we weren't that bad at all. We weren't bad at all. We were weak at the back. I'd give you that, Mustafi and the likes. But when you had like, there was that game against United, we smashed them 3-0 at the Emirates, but it was 3-0 after 18 minutes or something, and Sanchez scored a screamer, and Ozil scored, and it was just electric attacking play. Right, you're good at this, you do that, and now it's like you're not tracking back enough, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. And people always act like, you know, we was literally, you know, like it was some sort of event horizon thing, you know, like we're really in the depths of hell. And you know, Arteta of Nazareth has taken us to the promised land. And it's like, really? Because this is probably this season as well. This particular season is probably some of the worst football I've seen Arsenal play in a long time.
Yeah.
A long time. And I mean, it's like anti-football almost. And that's not what we're known for. That's not what we all fell in love with this club for. Do you know what I mean? You know, we had Wenger, things like that. You know, we were getting compared to Barca. Now all of a sudden, it's almost. I'm looking at it. I'm like, we're making Man City look good. That's how bad we are, guys. Like, and yeah, video killed the radio star. Systems killed football, bro. Honestly, killed wingers, killed any expression. But
we were discussing this before, though, and I was saying to you that when they wanted to build the Emirates, that the bank wouldn't give the loan unless Wenger agreed to stay for 5 years. And he was told, if you get Champions League 3 of the 5 years, we're going to sell all our best players. If you get it 3 of the 5 years, we won't go under. Imagine that pressure that he was on without ever saying. He didn't go out saying it, but Arteta would be saying it all the time. You know, he'd be saying that Wenger kept it. And people said, oh yeah, he was just a shield for, he was a shield for the fans. He didn't want the fans to know how bad it was behind closed doors and he got all 5 years he got Champions League. But people forget that every summer he was selling. Remember that one summer Nasri left, and I think Clichy the same summer, and it might even been when Fabregas left as well, actually. All 3 of them. And he still, like, you know, we had to get in these emergency signings, but we still, you know, people say, oh yeah, we were only getting Champions League, but at least we had that football. At least we had other fans that were going, I love watching Arsenal play. You know, I love watching Arsenal play. And yes, we were getting frustrated, especially against the big teams when we were getting smashed by Chelsea 6-0 and stuff like that. But there was also games when we smashed big teams too, you know, and like that, he won the FA Cup 3 of his last 5 years. But what would we do for that now? I'd bite your hand off and have 3 FA Cups in the last 5 years.
Both your hands and your feet. Yeah. Exactly that. And that's what I'm trying to say. That's how the standards have dropped so much. It's just like, that's why I ask, is it a generational thing? And it's not, because there's people of our age group that are just as deluded as the 20-year-olds. So what is it? I just feel like it's this PR machine that is Arsenal that just keeps on fighting away. It's like money. It works when you sleep. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, and you know, and as Shane said earlier, if you keep repeating something, you know, your mental triggers are going to be like, process. You know, what's the other buzzwords? War chest or whatever crap they've come out with. Do you know what I mean? Like a new signing, you know. Oh, is it ever gonna change, guys? Is it ever gonna change? I'm hoping, man. What do you think of Berta Static? I haven't managed to ask you about that.
I think he's a maverick.
Yeah, whatever thoughts come to mind. Maverick, I hear that. Do you think he's gonna shake things up at the club?
I think he will. Hopefully he gives Arteta the boot, like he persuades the board to give him the boot. So, but he's definitely going to shake things up, because obviously, you know, he's brought in for a reason, to look at the finances and to bring in players that will actually take Arsenal to the next level. Well, which is to get over the line and win trophies. So, I mean, that's what he's brought in for. So
that's what you're looking for.
I think he'll do really well, as provided that he's not restricted.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying to Shane earlier, because, you know, Arteta's won every battle. This is what I keep trying to stress to everyone. You know, if I'm hoping he comes to really shake things up. Absolutely. That's what I'm really hoping, because that's what we need. Because typically, you know, Berta's name was in the hat. We had the guy who did nothing in January, who's getting, you know, credit, and then we had Thomas Rosicky. So of course, Berta's the only real one that I want, with pedigree and everything else. Oh yeah. But I'm just, you know, I'm trying. You know, the PTSD is making me not kind of be excited about this when I should be. That's why I'm just trying to get the general feelings of everyone else. You know, are we right to be excited? Do you think he's going to shake it up? Do you think it's going to be another yes man, I should say? And someone just said to me, look, Arteta's won all of his battles, and then since I've heard that, it's just like, you know. So yeah, go on.
The thing is, views is that until Arteta goes, I'm still uneasy about how much can Berta do. So you know, until Arteta is officially gone, I'm just I'm going to be uneasy for the next gosh knows how long Berta will be there and Arteta.
Yeah,
the thing about that, isn't it? Is that I'm of the belief that if Berta could come in and he could go, right, I'm going to get Gyökeres and I'm going to get,
I hope so,
you know,
but it's just
Cunha. Yeah, I'd love that, but my thing is that he could get him and he could get Cunha and he could get all these players that we think we should get. Arteta will just ruin them. You know, that's my thing. We can get anyone and it won't matter. It won't matter with those tactics. Like people are saying about Odegaard getting a hat-trick of assists. Look, he set up Sorloth and he set up Haaland. He had players making runs for him. We don't have any strikers, and it's because of the way we play. The way we play doesn't allow it. We used to 2022-23. We had runners going all over the place. Martinelli was electric. Saka was cutting inside. You know, Jesus was dropping deep, and then he went. Oh, you know what?
Last season, to be honest.
This is too exciting. Last season we were awful too. People forget last season we were terrible as well. Except that little run at the end of last season, we were good. Right, we had that run at the end of last season when we were good. But the start of last season, the first half, we were really boring. Really boring. We beat United 3-1 that time, and everybody was papering over the cracks. We were awful through the whole game. We should have lost. Garnacho got done for offside. It was only a fucking pubic hair offside, and he got done for, you know. And the City game, even when we beat them 1-0 and Martinelli scored, we were terrible for the whole match. You know, we were terrible for it. And we had that run, and everybody goes on about the run, but we lost that Villa game at home, so it means nothing. It means nothing because we lost Villa at home. And we drew with City away when we had them on the road, so we could have beaten them. So that's all down to the manager. Like I think it was DJB was saying last night that if we had had Emery for that run at the end of last season, we would have won the league. If we had a manager like Emery on that run last season, because he wouldn't have lost the Villa at home. He would have seen the danger and he would have beaten them.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Go on,
you can even go further back when last season during November, December, we had 1 win in 5 league games. That cost us.
Exactly.
That definitely cost us more than the loss to Aston Villa because the damage was starting to happen.
It was Villa again that beat us, wasn't it? Fulham and Villa beat us before Christmas.
And then in the second half of the season, when we lost to Villa, that was the final nail in the coffin from my point of view.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I knew
previously. Yeah, I know it was fantastic. Everyone's we really lost once in 2024. Yeah, it proved to be the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
It was.
Go on.
The 5 days before that year began, we lost 2 games. I think it was the 29th and the 27th or something of December. We lost. You know, so it literally go back another week and then there's 3 losses.
Yeah.
They just picked it the way they want it. You know.
Shane, we lost to Fulham on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, sorry, yeah. And we lost to Villa 3 days before that.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So they just like after we,
I exploded on Del Boy Gunner TV's channel. Big love and respect to Del Boy Gunner TV. Just because he did a live stream match reaction to that, I absolutely lost my shit off of that because it's just because it ruined my New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Like, talking about this calendar year, bollocks. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing because 5 days before it, we lost 2 games.
And
when have you become the fan base that are looking at bloody these dumb little stats and these mediocre, you know, these nothing things?
Repeats them all the time. He repeats them, and then they get stuck in people's head.
And one more thing, boys. Speaking of which, Fulham, we're playing them
Tuesday.
I'm going over for it, man.
I'm not looking forward to that. I am not.
Shane's going to be there. Shane's going to see Saka in the flesh.
I am not looking forward to that. We haven't won in our last 3 or 4.
One of the first people to see him. Do you know what I mean? When he comes back, bro, and I know he's going to feature in that. You're going to see him at some point, bro. You're going to see him at some point. But yeah, I call them the usual suspects: Fulham, Villa, Everton, West Ham.
Yeah, we used to always beat Fulham. Now we can't even win home and away against them anymore.
Same for Villa almost. Hold on, what's going on here? Sorry, is someone going to be booked? Sorry, I'm just having this game has been dross. It really has. It really has. I mean,
boring.
It had little glimpses here and there, but here we are, 90 odd minutes, and nothing. We had a penalty that should have been, but big up Mali. This game has been hey, that's putting it nicely, bro.
Yeah.
But
this will go to extra time.
Yeah. I feel like, do we need to play another half an hour? Can you not just go straight to pens? Do you know what I mean? Like it's FIFA or something. Just go straight to pens. That'll be good.
They do that for the Community Shield.
Do they? Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention. I don't, because I barely watch them, to be honest with you.
I hate it because obviously the trophy itself, and just because how everyone's saying it's it's the English Super Cup, which it's not because it's the Community Shield, but it's just that the fact that it's been dubbed a major trophy. It's just like, well, if you're gonna
we were talking about that. It's so embarrassing.
If you're gonna do that, you got to do it by the official FIFA rules, where the teams play each other, and extra time if needed, and penalties if required. So
yeah, exactly. It's not even. As you said, it's not official rules.
Can I just say, I would absolutely love it if the Community Shield did anything like what? Sorry, I would absolutely love it if the Community Shield did anything like what the current Spanish Super Cup does, where they actually have 4 teams participating in the semi-finals and then face each other in the final.
Yeah, at least it's the actual tournament then.
Yeah. Plus, it's more money. It's win-win for Wembley. More money,
Yeah, fair play. I mean, normally I thought it was the winner of the league against the winner of the FA Cup. I mean, there's that.
Yeah. No, that's the way it is.
But I like how Spanish have done, because I think it's the top 4 teams or something.
It's a good concept. I mean, it might actually make it mean a little something more. But
it would.
For as long as it's just the season opener, isn't it?
Glorified charity. It's just a glorified charity game, boys.
Yeah. You can't. It's like the Emirates Cup.
Game.
Yeah, like the Emirates Cup. You can't read into it, but you got this Lego heads.
Emirates Cup. It's just.
You know what I mean?
You'll start playing that soon as a trophy.
The absolute the fucking brass on him, bro. I'm telling you that it's just an embarrassment, man. When he tried to claim those 10 plates, I'm like, bro, how dare you, bro? How dare you?
Will he ever do? I think Spain and Italy. I don't know if they still do it, but they definitely used to. Is like for the relegation and promotion teams, the third bottom team will play the third top team of the lower division in a promotion relegation. Like the top 2 will get promoted, the bottom 2 will go down, and then the third bottom in the top division will play the team that finished third in the lower division in a 2-leg game to see if they stay up or go down.
Like a playoff.
Just as a bit of excitement, like it's a pretty cool way of doing it.
Let me educate you, Shane. They actually do that in Germany, the Bundesliga.
They do in Germany, do they?
Yeah,
they used to do it in Spain and Italy. I don't know if they still do.
So in Germany, right, the 18th place team of the Bundesliga will face the 3rd place team in Bundesliga 2.
Yeah.
They've been
great
doing
idea
since forever. So,
brilliant, man.
I like that.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I didn't know. That's what I said. I just watched the Premier League. So
I watched the Bundesliga, boys. That's how I know.
Yeah,
Bundesliga is great. Bundesliga is great. Packed stadiums all the time. Good football. Yeah, I like the Bundesliga.
Looks like we got Webster injured for Brighton and Hove. Probably going to see some subs at some point, but this is there's literally, we've been speaking about everything else but the game. Do you know what I mean? But hopefully, I don't know, we'll stick around. We might get penalties. That might be some excitement.
Where do you stand on games stopping for people with fucking cramp? Didn't they just play around them for cramp?
Just stop the time. Referee should stop the time. Yeah.
Well, that would definitely
play on, man.
Even that, or just fucking play around them, or just whatever, just crawl off the pitch, just get out of the way.
I'd like to get like rugby, where they bring the physios onto the pitch while the game's still going, stop time wise.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? The only thing is then you'd have lads crashing into them and stuff. But
you can say the same thing for because I say it's out of the fact that less time wasting. It's the same with. I mean, we're the worst this season. We take three minutes every time to take a corner, to take a free kick, to take a penalty, to take a throw in.
By design.
Yeah, I reckon the referee should start doing that. Just
Yeah.
stop
Or
the
just-
time every time.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
And
And the game
race-
go on forever,
and
though, because it would stop it straight
It would take
away,
forever. Book the players.
They are talking about putting in the rule that if the keeper gets done for time wasting, that the other team gets a corner.
Oh, that would be
I
good.
heard about FIFA's
Yeah,
thinking
good.
about that.
Like, anything that encourages the flow of the game, because I feel like they definitely lean on it. The cramps get annoying, and even now it's been 2-3 minutes just laying on the floor. We're just waiting. The clock's still going. Then they're gonna add on. I mean, we've already got 8 minutes of extra time as it is. So if you were just like, no, we're gonna stop the clock, but when this clock hits 90, mate, like that is it. Do you know what I mean?
The thing for me then would be when these lads go down faking head injuries. They grab their head when nothing's happened, so the ref has to stop it. There should be retroactive punishment for that, as in later on after the game they check it, go, nobody touched your head, nobody was near your head, you're suspended for 2 games or you're suspended for 3 games, because you can bring in all these rules to protect players, but football is one of the dirtiest sports out there. They'll find a way to.
Well, it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, Shane, because views and Shane, listen, when we drew to Brighton away, right? Remember when João Pedro, he won a penalty against us. He said he injured his head, but he still got up and took the penalty. He should have been substituted.
Yeah, exactly.
That pissed me off. I was like, "Are you serious? It's like you've got a head injury, and you managed to get up like you're fine, and you take the penalty. You should have gone off."
Yeah, well, there you go.
So ref wasn't going to give that penalty until he started flopping around. He waited a few seconds, and then when he started flopping around on the ground, then he gave it.
Yeah, like a fish out of water flopping up. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, no, definitely there should be some, retrospective action, 100%. If
the fact that he didn't go off, that really pissed me off. I was like, he didn't even go off. He played the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like lying, bro. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no, I get it. And even if you didn't want to go as far as saying, straight away 2-game ban or whatever, you get bookings when you're not even playing. If we check this, I'll give you a yellow card or a couple of yellows or something. But
I was going to say, it's not. The thing is, even if he didn't take the penalty, it probably wouldn't surprise me as well that someone else takes it and then they score the penalty. I'm not, but you never know.
I know the point you're trying to make. Yeah.
He's their main penalty taker for Brighton, so it's just you never know.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. If we ain't got Jorginho taking it, we can't guarantee it's going to go in either. Do you know what I mean? So I get it, and I understand the point you're trying to make. If you got the injury, you shouldn't be on the pitch to score the goal. Always is everywhere. He's saying Community Shield is just another glorified soccer aid, but without the trophy. The celebrity, fair play. He's also saying Brighton and Forest game has been disappointed. Yeah, bro, it's been absolutely dross, to be honest. Remember Terry Butcher head injury for England? He was playing with a bandage around his head. Yeah,
the jersey was red.
I remember seeing photos of those. Obviously, it was before my time, but I do I've seen photos of that from
obviously
old FIFA videos I've watched.
Yeah,
photos, videos. I've watched them in the past.
Even just
classic games, classic FIFA
even
games.
Just like a decade or so,
like World Cup games.
You get the Ramsey and the Eduardo, and I just feel like even the game was rougher even back then. I feel like it's definitely got a bit lighter since then. Even just only a few years back. So it's interesting. But football is definitely a dirty game, and there definitely should be a few more things implemented just to keep the flow of the game going a bit more. Especially,
I was just going to say, there's a lot more time wasting. Sorry, boys, I just want to say there's been a lot more time wasting the last few years compared to 10 years ago.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Sorry, Shay, you were saying?
Yeah, that's I was just agreeing with you there. Yeah, no, it's definitely time wasting now is horrendous, and we give out when it's getting done to us. But like that Brighton game you were talking about as well, Ranieri got booked in the first half. The first half of time wasting in that game. Like that's down to the manager. That's all down to him, and like he's only a kid. There's no way he thought to time waste. There's no way. And we were talking about players being overly programmed, and it just came to me now. The Forest game, and we were 0-0 in 96 minutes. Declan Rice had a free kick, and he always whipped them in. He's so good at whipping them in from a distance. But he dinked one in, and as they were walking off the pitch, Gabriel was in his ear. He was going mad at him, and you could see Declan Rice pointing over to the bench. Like they told me to do it. They told me to dink it in. So he didn't even have the balls to say, "Well, I'm going to whip it in." They're all so programmed, like, you know.
Yeah.
So more than ever, the manager is responsible for bad results for any team, you know, because they're literally implementing it. There's no one taking control themselves anymore the way they used to.
Great point. Great point. The game's ended anyway, just as you was talking. Obviously, I am like 30-40 seconds in front. Behind. So we are probably going to go into extra time. Well, not probably, we are. So we'll probably just stay on while the game's going on. Hopefully, we might get to see some penalties. That might be exciting, or some bloody goals, something, you know. Go on, Stack.
Yeah, I was just going to randomly say that obviously Rice and Gabriel had that big bust up in that draw against Nottingham Forest. Obviously, yeah. So apparently things are calmed down now at Arsenal, but only just.
Gabriel's my captain, man. Gabriel's my captain. Do you know what I mean?
I like that. I like to see that from players more often. Just
yeah, definitely.
It's too nice. Everyone's too nice.
Yeah, I agree. Right, boys, I'm going to have to love you and leave us. I have to get downstairs. The missus is waiting on me.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thank you for being the man. No worries, Shane. Appreciate it,
Shane.
Each and every
Cheers
time.
for having me. Nice to meet you again, Static. All right. Talk to you later, lads. Good luck.
Take care, Shane. It's good to see you, man.
Make sure you all go and subscribe to Shane Gooner. I don't know if I've actually got him in the title. I don't think I have, but I'll try and put it in there. Go and show him some love. 4 people in the building. Make sure you're hitting the like for me, gang. Yeah, the game's done, so we are going to go into some extra time now.
Make sure you subscribe as well, people.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Big up yourself, bro. Ever thought about doing your own thing, Static, or not got the time for it?
No time, bro. No time. Although you can find me on Del Boy Gunner TV, which I'm
yeah, big up Del Boy TV.
Pretty much the co-host there. Although Del Boy does run the shows, of course, but
yeah.
I'm a co-host. Oh, co-host.
Co-host, yeah, regular on the show, man. So we appreciate that. That. Big up Del Boy Gunner.
But look, as I said to everyone, you can find me anywhere in the YouTube community. Mainly, you can find me on Instagram, but obviously, like I said, mainly on Del Boy Gunner TV, and if I'm in live chat and anyone in the Arsenal YouTube community, it's including here.
Definitely including here. That's what I'm saying. We are going to do the Under the Lens at some point, and we can hear a little bit more about your Arsenal story, your YouTube story, whatever you want to kind of put across. Definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you remember Claude?
Yeah, of course I do, man. Rest in peace. Claude is one of the reasons I used to watch that channel.
Bro, today is the 40th year anniversary of his death.
Oh, you see, out of sight, out of mind, man. Do you know what I mean? R.I.P. Claude, each and every time, man.
Yeah, I still can't believe it's 4 years.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It still feels like it's yesterday. I was
a
few days ago during
R.I.P. Claude, man. That wave, him and Ty and Kenny and Chris Hudson, that was like, Mo Hader. That was like the first wave.
That was the elite of that fraudulent channel.
Yeah, that's when we used
to. Is a fraudulent channel.
Yeah, definitely a fraudulent channel. But that's why, and then it's like, but yeah, R.I.P. Claude, man. He's got to go. Do you know what I mean? Come on, man. Legendary.
It's time to go.
Legendary, man. Rest in peace, Claude, man. Probably up there with my dad. You get me, Arsenal fans. Big them up, man. Big up AFC always says Claude deserves a stat. Yeah, man.
I agree.
Definitely, man. Top fan, man. Top fan. Always hot on his sleeve. Not hitting any of that bollocks. Do you know what I mean?
I do want to say that one thing though is Arsenal did actually pay tribute to him and to several other Arsenal fans that did pass away during obviously lockdown and COVID-19 and everything. So big love and respect to Arsenal for doing that for once. For once they've done something nice. Because when my dad, I was like, I want to spread his ashes, they were like, no, we don't do that, mate. Obviously he was a match going fan, of course. Claude.
No, as well. My dad, the same. I mean, we had the season ticket up till 2008.
Okay.
And that was his life, a lot more than it was mine. Do you know what I mean? A lot more, even when I buried him, that was in his will. He's got to be buried with all of his Henri memorabilia. He's got the bloody towel over his coffin. Like, that was his whole life. He wanted to, spread the ashes, but we couldn't do that.
See you, Deborah.
No, big up, man, big up. But yeah, it's nice that they managed to do something like that for someone at least, you know. So big up Claude, rest in peace, you know. God rest his soul, man. You know, and hope his family and everyone is safe and well. But yeah, it's a massive loss, man. He was one of the biggest reasons that I used to watch that channel.
Same.
Kenny Ken as well, and I feel like someone like Kenny Ken, you know, like he definitely should have had his own channel. You know, I definitely want to get him. I definitely want to get him on Lens as well.
You should, yeah. And by the way, like I said, if you reach out to him on Instagram, just message.
Oh no, he's in the group chat, bro. He's in the group chat. Yeah, him, Matty, and a few people that I'm gonna try and get hold of. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Get them both on your channel. You can definitely
Matty and Ken, because I feel like they've got so much knowledge and so much good things to say.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not obviously their fault or wherever they go, but sometimes I feel like they don't always get to say what they got to say. Do you know what I mean? When they're on different platforms or don't always get the time that they need. So yeah, I'm definitely going to invite them both on for a one-on-one, and we can try and hear what they've got to say, man. Legendary stuff, man. Definitely Kenny, and like I said again, rest in peace, Claude. And shout out and love to his family and all that, man.
I was going to say, like, it's funny because Kenny and I, we're the same. It's like everyone's saying we need to start our own channels. And we're like, we just don't have the time. So, however, I repeat what Kenny says, and he says this all the time, as do I. If any YouTube out there wants us on as guests, we'll be happy to join. That simple.
Yeah, of course, man. Good people. DJB apparently started his channel as well, so you know.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll fly.
He'll do very well. Big love and respect him if he's watching.
Yeah, man. Big up to DJB each and every time. The same for Ken. The same for Matty. You know. Top people that I'd love to have on the channel, so I'm definitely going to try and sort that out. Bigger AFC always is everywhere. Said Kenny Ken should have his own channel for boxing. Okay, what does he talk about boxing as well?
He also talks about cricket.
Oh, does he? I mean, I've got
see him having a cricket channel.
Or maybe have a channel where he kind of mixes it up a little bit, you know, and just kind of does the.
If he had a YouTube channel, I could see him talking about football, boxing, and cricket. His channel would fly as well.
Yeah, of course, man. Legend in the game, man. Legendary.
Yeah, like he said, he's got his own commitments, but he does. He's always happy to join any channel. If someone just contacts him and you'll join, it's like with me. It's just like people are so afraid these days to reach out. It's just drop a message. It's not that difficult. Just contact the person to say, are you interested?
Well, it's the same as Shane. It's the same as Shane. You know, he come on and he sent me a little message and he said he'd watched my videos and I seen him popped up in a couple of them and started his YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, mate. If you want to come on, and I'm happy to do it because I know how it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially when you're just trying to branch out. But people like DJB and Kenny, like, you know, like I said, they've got a little something in their own right, especially Kenny. Like he would fly. I'm sure DJB would fly. They're around Matty, they're around Lee. So yeah, man, pretty sure they do very well. And it would be good. I think someone, especially like Kenny, you know, definitely should have a channel. And I'll be interested to hear his boxing takes. I don't know nothing about cricket. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. So
that's fine.
That will go
quite a lot. So
yeah, that will go over my head big time. But the boxing, I'll be interested to hear his boxing takes for sure. Yeah, man. What about yourself? I mean, any boxing stuff, or you're into boxing at all?
I like it. I wouldn't say I'm a die-hard fan of it, but I don't mind the sport. I can watch it for hours if I really invest my time into it. So I do like the sport. I really do like the sport. Maybe it's because I love the Rocky movies.
Of course, classic
movie. Influenced me into getting into boxing and especially watching it. So no, I don't mind. I can watch a good fight as long as it's a good fight. None of this bullshit, fakeness and
even some of the lighter weights and that, because I used to be on it. I used to be bang on it. I used to, obviously my channel was called Die Hard Casuals, like, and usually it's
Wait, are you into boxing?
I am. I mean, like I said, I did used to do a channel on it, but not anymore, not as much, because I just feel like the politics just come to the fore too much in boxing.
Yeah.
all the
That's
best.
probably why I try not to get too involved, because there's just so much going on, especially politics, as you just said. That's just probably what's killed my interest slightly.
Politics, greed. I mean, I know that's in any sport.
Greed as well, that too.
Yeah. In any sport with money and stuff, you're gonna have it. Football's probably got its own shit going on. But like I said, with boxing, it's just too much at the fore. Like, we're still looking at Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's aged like 10 years, and we still haven't seen Anthony Joshua against Fury. Do you know what I'm saying? Boxers cherry picking, and Usyk being made undisputed, and then the IBF trying to take away a belt like a week later. It's just ridiculous. I'm just fed up of boxing. I really just fed up with it. I'm sick of seeing, people like Deontay Wilder cherry picking. The moment he fights anyone half decent, he loses. That's just how it is. So, why didn't Fury fight Anthony Joshua in his prime when he was taking all the belts like Thanos? Why? Because it was obvious why. Because Anthony Joshua will beat him up, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. And now Anthony Joshua's earned over 100 million. Yeah, he's not. He hasn't got the same vitriol in his punches anymore. He might not want to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning to jog anymore. He's worth over 100 million, probably more than that by now. Do you know what I mean? So all these years he was kind of number one, and Tyson Fury was ducking him, in my opinion. Now they're talking, and they still ain't even got the fight together. Even when Anthony Joshua's lost like 3 or 4 times, I don't even know. Still ain't got the bloody fight. It's like, Tyson Fury will bloody retire before he gets in the ring with Anthony Joshua, because I think that Joshua's got the simple as.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree, bro.
Simple as. Listen, just like Usyk has got, Anthony Joshua could fight Usyk 10 times, he'll get beaten 9 of them. Like, maybe even all 10. Usyk is just that good, and he's got his number. That's just how I see it. When I look at Fury, I look at Joshua. I'm just like, nah, man. There's no way Fury wins that fight. I just, even now, even with the losses, I just can't see it. I really don't. And for as long as Fury don't get in the ring with Joshua, it kind of proves me right. Like I said, I'm looking at Eddie Hearn now, and I'm like, wow. Like, you actually look like you've aged 10 years, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was watching boxing back then, and we still ain't got the fight. Look how long it took for Mayweather and Pacquiao, and they fought when they were very.
True.
Who wants to see that? You want to see it in their prime. So,
yeah, I was just gonna say, I prefer to watch a good fight with, like you said, fighters in their prime.
Fighters in their prime. Yeah.
So,
what do you think of the old Eubank and Nigel Benn stuff?
Sorry?
Eubank and Nigel Benn. Are you interested in watching that fight?
Maybe.
I wasn't until the egg. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't until the egg, and then that one little move, that little PR. It was like Arsenal-esque, wasn't it? It was, that I think that would have put another 100,000 on the pay-per-view. Do you know what I mean? So that got me interested a bit, and I was watching some of the interviews and that. And for once, I actually want to see Eubank win. I've never been a Eubank fan, but I do want to see him knock out Conor Benn, to be honest with you. I don't know what your thoughts on
I do like Eubank. I think he's a good fighter. So look, if he wins, good luck to him. So, like I said, I'm not truly into boxing, but it's just like, if I see a good fight, I'm like, I hope they do well and everything. So
fair play, man. Fair play. AFC always is saying Rocky 3 and 4 were the best Rocky movies.
They were great movies. Yeah,
the one with Drago. See, my cousin used to watch them religiously, like, and knows everything about them. Like, I weren't that inclined, but the one with Drago, I don't know which number one that was. That was good. And was that? Hold on, was Apollo Creed and Drago in the same one? I don't think they were. Maybe. I'm not a connoisseur on the Rocky film.
It's been a long time since I've watched the movies. So
yeah, but big up, man. Big up AFC always. He also said Raging Bull, great film as well. Yeah. Was that Al Pacino? Was that? Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure that was Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro, not Al. I always get them confused. Yeah, I think it was Robert De Niro. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm probably wrong, but yeah.
It was Robert. It was. I should have known that. Terence Crawford versus Canelo. Is that actually happening? Big up AFC. Is that actually happening? Do you know when I stopped watching? This is when I kind of stopped watching boxing as much as when, and I don't know if it's happened or hasn't happened yet. Who was it? Spence versus Crawford, when they kept trying to build up the Spence versus Crawford fight. I don't know if that's happened yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's happened or not. And I was just like, I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm sick of this. Like, you're in your prime. Like, it's obvious you should fight each other. The best want to be the best. Like, fight in it. Talking about money and weights and clauses, and I'm just so sick of it. This person wants a bigger ring. That person wants lighter gloves. It's like, for fuck's sake. Will you just fight? Do you know what I mean? Like, So,
I just saw on the screen. Is it true that Dunk's injured?
Lewis
Dunk injured.
Let's have a look. I've been briefly looking at it.
I'm just looking at your screen because
briefly looking at it.
I'm not watching the game. I just look at the updates. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just seeing it was a clash of heads. It looked like it was with his own player.
Yeah.
No, he's all right. He's up. He's all right. Big up AFC. Drago killed a pot. Yeah, because I was thinking it was, and then Rocky went and avenged him, innit? Yeah, so I think that was my best Rocky, bro. That one there. Adrian, that was my best one. But I'm not a connoisseur on the Rocky films. But I wanted to see Terence Crawford against Errol Spence. I don't know if that ever happened, guys. I didn't check for it. I just said, fuck boxing, I'm annoyed with it. Do you know what I mean? And just left it all alone.
Views, I want to ask you, were you ever, like, when Arteta first got the job, were you Arteta out from day one?
Yeah. Well, no, do you know what it was? I think when I first heard the news, I was just kind of taken aback. I'm like, what? Ancelotti was on the market, and we've got this guy out of nowhere, and I was just very shocked by it. I was very honest. Go on.
I was going to say, I'll be honest with you. He was on the short list for a few years, even before. And the rumours were true. Arsenal wanted him before Emery.
Before Emery, exactly. And that
fraudulent channel, and I remember Robbie and that jailbird guy. Doing time. And I remember watching that fan cam when I remember it so well. They said, and they're the biggest hypocrites ever, because the fact that they said this on camera, they said, Arteta's linked to the job, what do you think? And then the jailbird said, no way. There's no way I want him at Arsenal. We ended up with Emery. And it's funny how that's turned out. I was like, I always wanted Arteta. Shut
up. No, you didn't. Yeah.
You didn't want him on Wenger's last game for Arsenal when we won against Huddersfield Town away 1-0. Bamian scoring that goal. I remember that. But you didn't want Arteta 7 years ago, and now he's saying, and then obviously 1, 2, 3 years later, I want him.
It's rubbish, but you're right. They were talking about Arteta before we even got Emery, but I just thought there's no way. There's no way. Then I see that we rocked up with
when we got Emery. I was relieved.
I was quite happy when we got Emery. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I know we weren't great with English, but I used to watch a lot of La Liga. Because I used to pay for Sky, so I used to always watch the games and Revista de la Liga and all that kind of stuff. So I knew about Emery. So when he came, I was quite happy with it. And I'm just like, all right, well, if you wanted to hound him out after what was it, 2 seasons? What was it that they hounded him out? It just seemed like he come and go. We didn't understand him. But then every time I see this Lego head talk, I'm like, what did he say? Because I'm trying to read back the sentences and it don't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you saying, bro? Like, it's wild. But no, I was always of the case that this guy's an amateur. Why are we getting him in? I've had enough of projects and amateurs, and do you see what I'm saying? And after we've got such a big, we got rid of a legend like Arsene Wenger, and you're trying to refine someone that might even be able to, slyly step into his shoes. We hire a novice. I don't know any club in world football where you can come and do, work experience, live apprenticeship. You teachers training day. You're learning and working at the same time. For a club of our size, it's hard to take sometimes, bro. It really is. It really
beyond
is.
Embarrassing.
It really is. Honestly, it's how did we get here? Do you know what I mean? That's and as I keep saying about the Cronkies, I don't fully blame them this year. I think I blame them overall, of course, but this year specifically, I don't blame them. Someone can say, "Oh, they didn't want to give Arteta any money in January." I don't blame them because he's wasting bloody money.
I only blame him for one thing, for letting Arteta keep his job.
Yeah, and hiring him to begin.
Hiring him, yeah. Like I said, bro, I don't know about you. I never wanted Arteta in the first place.
Never once. Go on.
Yeah. You're the same. You never wanted him in the first place.
No, never once did I want him. I didn't believe in him. I was like, all right, cool, you're here now. We just have to wait and see. Then it was eight. Go on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's just based on the fact they had no experience whatsoever.
No experience. Like come on, you was the cone man before you came here, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. And I just thought to myself, it's just those cheap, cronky bastards, as AFC always has just said so eloquently in the comments, because they've been here for nearly 2 decades now, bro. And we're a self-sustaining club. Oh, the Cronkies have given him the money. They haven't, but what they have done is they've allowed him to spend the money that the club makes. Why didn't they allow Unai to do that? Why didn't they give him the time?
Yeah, I was just going to say, for what you said before, yeah, the Cronkies have given him money. It's just the fact that he's wasted it so much.
Yeah, what other Arsenal manager has spent 750? Wenger didn't even do that, and the whole time he was here. So
never, yeah.
So when they said, even though the team really needed players in January, just to try and give us any type of confidence going into the last stage of the season, just to try and help them get across the line. But at the end of the day, if it comes out down the line or in hindsight that they were just like, we're not giving you no more money to waste, I can't even be upset with them because
same.
Yeah, at least you've identified the problem, because there's a hole in the bucket. Do you know what I mean? We've had 30 odd players plus, and there's probably 10, not even that you'd be happy with. So yeah, I've never wanted him. And then I'm not gonna lie to you, Static, like the 22-23 season, I was like, whoa, what am I looking at? Do you know what I mean? Like, whoa, do you know what I mean? I was like slightly believing. And then last season, as Shane rightly said, we were playing like dog shit up until we came back from Dubai, really. But and people, this is like the cult of Arteta. People was really giving him credit. They were trying to say, oh no, this is all by design. He's starting off slow this year because we started off fast the year before. And I'm saying, why are you giving this guy so much credit? Like, there's no way. He's trying to implement new shit again. Instead of tweak, you're trying to throw out the bath water and run a new bath. And that's what I'm scared is going to happen next season, bro. Because for 3 years in a row, we had what it took. That just needed tweaking in 2022. And instead of tweaking it, like I said, you're throwing the baby out with the bathwater, and we're playing 3 different ways in 3 years. So what are we gonna get next year? That's what I'm scared about, bro. Honestly, that's my big nightmare now. With a monumental summer coming. A monumental summer coming up. Do you think Berta is gonna have enough time to get all the business done? How many? I'm asking loads of questions. How many? Just before you answer that,
only time will tell. That's all I can say.
And then, how many players do you think that Arsenal need realistically?
We need a whole team, 11.
The rebuild needs a rebuild
because we don't even have a bench as well. That's
Oh, I mean, just like Shane said as well. I mean, a lot of people, especially after that PSV game, was like, "Oh, well, maybe why don't we play Zinni in midfield?" Well, he can play the left 8, he can play the 10. I'm pretty sure he can play the left forward.
The reason I say 11 is because there are players that want to leave, like Zinchenko, and Kivior, and of course Tierney's already gone. Let's be honest, and Jorginho will already be gone. I know there was strong rumours he's going back to Brazil. So
Trossard has signed the extension as well.
That's definitely going to go. Trossard, well, yeah, that could potentially happen. Him leaving, so with a year left, so on his contract. Sorry, year on his contract. So,
be upset with that. I wouldn't.
Sorry.
I said I wouldn't be upset with that. The only thing is if we're not
Trossard, but if he goes, then he goes.
That's what I'm trying to say. If you don't want to sign the extension, because I feel like So I've got to give him some. I've got to give him some respect.
He's had enough.
he's had enough. He's had enough, and he plays like that sometimes. But it's like, look, at the end of the day, whether you are or you're not, you're still putting on the shirt. You're still turning up on the left-hand side of my team, and I need more. I need consistency. You could have really made the left your own. And he hasn't. So if he does go, I'm not going to be upset. But the thing is just like we saw last summer. I don't want to let all these players go and then the team fail to get the bloody replacements in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So
it's like what you said previously about Nketiah and Smith Rowe. You said you want to keep them because if they weren't going to be replaced,
if they're not going to be replaced,
I disagree with that. But I completely understand where you're coming from. Trust me.
Only because look at the situation we're in. The club don't want to do business. Arteta, I mean, look, even when they were there, Arteta didn't trust them. It's not like they got minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're not going to replace these players with players that you're actually going to throw on every now and again, then instead of us being threadbare, then we might as well just have kept them. But that's literally my only. I'm never once to say I felt ESR or Nketiah was ever going to have, a full career at Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Never. Yeah. But you don't gut everyone out if you're not even going to try. And we got 4 squad players, bro, and 2 of them in Neto and Meg Sterling are just absolutely awful. I mean, don't get me wrong, Moreno, I think's playing up front is probably giving him a little bit of reprieve from the Arsenal fans, because I think a lot of them were getting onto him. Now we're just kind of sympathetic for his situation. But I look at Calafiori, man, and I'm just like, I've asked people, I even asked earlier on, can you name a Italian centre back that's actually done well in the Premier League? I mean, they managed to say Materazzi. I think Mali said Ogbonna. I don't know, mate. Anything coming to mind?
Sort of. When it comes to Ogbonna, sort of. I mean, he did win the Conference League, so I can give him that, I guess. But generally speaking, for Italian defenders, not really. So
not really. They do you know what I'm saying? Go on.
Yeah, I was going to say the only one that's actually done really well in terms of Italian players at the moment is Tonali. Yeah, I wanted him. I wanted him at Arsenal.
Of course, he's something else, man. He definitely would have improved our midfield.
In fact, I'd take him now because he's so underrated, but he's good. He's good.
Our talent ID is in the trash. Like, sorry, I'm just watching someone rolling around for Brighton. Come on, man, get up, man. We're just about to go to penalties, guys.
Oh, what a surprise! I knew it.
What a surprise! But you know what? Hopefully, get some excitement out of the penalties. That's going to be the most exciting thing of this bloody game. But yeah, I just think the summer's going to be monumental. And if we sit on our hands, then it's we're in a top 4 battle at the moment. Everyone seems to think we're guaranteed to finish second, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm pretty. I'd say I'm 60% confident that we will. But
are you talking about this season? We'll finish second.
I'm talking about this season. Yeah, I'm talking about this season. But next season, I'm saying if we don't do act, because as I said to Shane, Man City are going to spend. Newcastle haven't spent for 4 windows. Liverpool, if they win the league, lose Trent, maybe lose Van Dijk. They're going to have to spend. Chelsea always spend. If Chelsea get a goalkeeper, striker, and defender, then they can challenge, in my opinion. Ruben hasn't spent any money yet. So if we just sit on our hands next season and try and act like, oh, no, in January or next summer or any of this rubbish that we come out with, bearing in mind that we've got 5 players leaving straight away. Yeah, if we don't, then I think it's really this second that everyone's got so comfortable with, that isn't going to be next season. It isn't. And I think we not even top 4, like top 6. Honestly, bro. Honestly,
it's not looking good.
It ain't looking good at all. So I'm hoping that they've said, all right, we can't go for Rosicky or anyone because the summer's just going to be too big. We have to go for Berta. We have to hope that he's got contacts. We have to hope he's working already because it ain't even been announced yet, bro. I've been seeing articles about Berta's wish list, and I'm like, well, hold on. I don't even think it's been confirmed yet. How you. So wouldn't that be just like Arsenal to rock up with Thomas Rosicky next season? You know what I'm saying? and all this Berta hype was for nothing. Because the same thing happened with Zubimendi, bro. I saw through that bollocks as well.
Yeah, I knew it was false from the very beginning. I'm like,
Right,
yeah,
from the
until I
get-go.
see him holding an Arsenal shirt, I don't believe anything.
Right from the get-go, I knew that was bollocks. But after January, we didn't do a damn thing. Not even a free signing, not even a loan with no obligation. Nothing. You did absolutely nothing, and then tried to give us that. And then all of the cultists were just like, oh yeah, we got Zubimendi in the summer, like he can help us now. Like, you know, what do you win in the summer as well? That's what I always ask on my lives. What do you win in the summer, bro? Absolutely nothing, man. I don't know why the impetus is always on the summer, but what do you think? Sorry, what do you think of the January transfer window? Do you think it's difficult? Because I don't, bro. I don't like that rhetoric.
Sorry, could you repeat? I just
sure. But you know, whereas the January transfer window, do you think it's a difficult window
to bring players in?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's just as simple as that, isn't it? It's just as simple as that. That's another.
If Man can do it, so can we. Well, wait. Well, no,
they've just shown how hard it is. Exactly.
We were linked to Marmoush, and we do nothing.
We do nothing. I would have. I
had mixed feelings about it. I was like, listen. I first admit I was wrong, and he's proven me wrong big time, and I'm glad he's proven me wrong, because I was like, nah, he's not going to do well, but he's proven me wrong. But to be fair, he's been coached by one of the best coaches in the world, Guardiola. So, but even so, I did think. I wasn't sure if he'd do well but yeah, he's done well. In fact, he's done even better than I expected. But the thing is, I watched in Bundesliga, who's already doing well. It's just, it's always that question, like
whether they can
they adapt?
Yeah.
It's always that question, can they adapt? It doesn't matter. Yeah. But the fun thing is, in my experience of watching English Premier League in the last 2 decades, defenders adapt. In my opinion, defenders adapt very quickly compared to midfielders and strikers. That's how I see it. Goalkeepers and defenders, but midfielders and strikers, they take longer. That's just my opinion. But look, like I said, when I didn't want Marmoush, but when I said, look, if Arsenal, I was like, look, Arsenal, if you want this player, just go and sign him, please. Don't waste time. Oh, wait, they wasted time. And he went to Man City, and the rest is history. He's scoring what I think he scored 4 or 5 league goals already this season.
Yeah, and he looks good as well. He's not just that; he looks good. He shoots from outside the area. He takes players on. The moment he was mentioned, I'm like, why are we not going in for him? The moment I heard Kvaratskhelia was like 60 million, it's like, well, that's a no-brainer. We need wingers. Here's 2 of them. They both should have been playing for Arsenal this season. Both of them.
We could,
Sorry, but go on.
No, I was just going to say, we could have got Marmoush for 80 million euros, but no, of course not. The money was there. Just,
no, of course.
It was, yeah.
Of course, there's no way I believe that we're broke. No way, no way. What's
we're not.
About the Deloitte Money League. They were just coming out before it talking about we're so good on PSR, we could probably spend like 500-600 million and still be all right, you know, because we had Wenger practicing PSR before it was even a thing. Do you understand?
Can I just say, yeah, I agree. No, I was just going to say PSR, it's been a thing for it's existed since 11 or 12 years now. It's been around for 11, 12 years, man. So for this now to be a trend all of a sudden, when it's existed since 11 or 12 years ago, it's absolute rubbish.
Bollocks, do you know what I mean?
It's been around for over a decade, and people, PSR.
And this is what I'm saying about
even that excuse 10, 11, 12 years ago.
Exactly, but Wenger was practicing that already.
It's all about the narrative, bro.
The narrative that Wenger used to, and that's what I used to hate, and that's why I see the similarities. Because big up Shane, he was saying, 5 years of PTSD. I'm like, 5 years, bro. It's nearly 2 decades. Because Wenger would say this stuff all the time. We're only in the market for world class players, and then rock up with Shamak or something. Do you know what I mean? Or this is what he'd do that all the time.
And I'm glad you say world class players. Where's that excuse? I heard that excuse. If we get Champions League, we'll get world class players. What's happened? Not one single world class player. But Saka's world class. No, he's not.
He's not. He's not yet.
There's potential to be world class, but he's not.
But he's not. No, I totally agree on that, and that's what I'm trying to say. And we had
Rice as well, not world class.
Well, he's not
world class. Good player, but he's not world class.
He's not world class, and especially not when he's being played out of position. Why? But anyway, but yeah, that was it. You know, we only want world-class players. That's what Wenger used to say. They don't even say that now. They're not even saying that now. What are they saying? Market opportunities, like something's just going to come floating down the Nile and into your lap. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, they're waiting for Aston Villa. Do you want Watkins? Like, I'm sick of it. That's what I'm saying. The PTSD runs deep.
Well, here's the thing. I could tell you that thanks to Car Wash Gunner, big love and respect to you, bro.
Yeah, big up.
He's the one that actually said, and he's right. His sources, who actually work at the football club, they said Arsenal, they actually got that deal done for Ollie Watkins. But here's the thing: Mikel Arteta pulled the plug on the deal.
Did he?
Yes, 100%.
Wow.
Son of a beep.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
So we were. So I also wanted this. We were in for a striker, and we were this close as like we're teeny tiny close to getting it done, but he pulled the plug.
Fucking it's unbelievable. And then look, and
if you don't believe me, people, you as well views, go and speak to Car Wash Gunner because he knows all. He knows all.
Big up Car Wash Gunner, man, each and every time. Let me just get to a couple. I've just been skipping these comments. I do apologize. Big up AFC always is everywhere. I read that one. I think Arteta CV was putting out cones for Pep. Yep, big yourself up. But it'll probably get announced after we get knocked out of the Champions League to Real Madrid. Yeah, isn't it? Just something to ease the pain. We lost 10 points because Arteta played party at right back. Absolutely. In the failed experiment. We can't have another window like last summer. Absolutely not, because we're just going to be in the same boat. And also he's saying Zubimendi will go to Real. But like I said, bro, I never believed that. Not once. Not once.
If that happens, I'll laugh. I'll just laugh.
Yeah, not once did I think that ever had any.
And all the journalists will be exposed because they all said he's coming to Arsenal. All January they said, like, just even at the start.
And they all look like fools now. Do you know what I mean? You know, in the nose, like, all right, they're all just part of the same machine. You know, tabloids need to sell, content creators need content, and that's basically what they are. You know, Arsenal were always desperate for signings, so they know how to pull on the heartstrings, and the cultists, you know, they just fall for it every time. It's just like, use your brain. But there you go.
I was going to say, going back to what you said, look, the fact that Arteta, you're right, has no talent ID, no scout ID. The fact that even Wenger, someone scored.
There we go. Somebody has scored. It looks like it's Brighton and Hove.
I'm just going by your screen there.
Yeah, it's Brighton and Hove. That's what I said. I'm a little bit behind, but I'm probably about to see the goal now because it's Brighton in possession. I'm like 40 seconds behind. Damn. I wanted to see penalties.
118th minute.
Yeah, that is crazy. 180th minute. I wanted to see penalties. I'm not gonna lie, but someone had to take the game eventually. I was cancelled. We're gonna see penalties, guys. I'm just seeing it now. Great header down. Why was that cancelled? Maybe it was offside.
Do tell everyone, please, because
I'm going to. So the ball. Offside. He was offside. So it was a great ball in, deep ball in over to the left. God knows who this player is, but he's headed it back across goal, and Brighton just kind of kicked it into the net. It was a good goal, but miles offside.
I was just
go on.
Yeah, sorry. I was just going to say that at least Wenger, he brought in players that were between £5 to £30 million. Not even Arteta can do that.
No. I mean, I understand that the game has changed, but you know, still, there is room.
There are players out there. There are good
that's what I was going to say. There is still room for those type of transfers, and funnily enough, Bert has pulled off quite a lot of them. You know, I haven't gone through.
I was referring to Arteta, but but he can
do
it.
Yeah, no, I know what you was referring to. That's what I was trying to say. It segues nicely in because I think Aaron or Lee or one of those two, they've kind of gone over all of the Berta signings, and there was loads that he's unearthed gems.
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Yeah, exactly. So it coincides.
The only one I would say at the time he did get right was the Trossard signing. That was a good deal.
Okay.
Up until this season where he's just been.
Well, I mean,
Not good.
weren't that the
Underwhelming.
season that you wanted Mudryk as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I
And
think.
look, and it worked out. Let's be honest. Technically,
Yeah, I was going to say in hindsight,
Mudryk.
yeah.
I'm calling him Mudryk. Mudryk. He is in the mud because
Mudryk, in the mud.
Mudryk has been banned for doping.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, that's probably why we ain't. So
we dodged the bullet.
Yeah, I mean, I know we hadn't seen him all season, and it was kind of like
because of the doping ban.
Because of the doping,
he's banned for like 18 months.
Wow. But yeah,
at least maybe 12 months.
Big up AFC always. He said, I heard that Arsenal offered 34 with 11 million add-ons. Like they've said 60, and this is what you're rocking up with. Like that's typical Arsenal. For Watkins, what makes it worse was Villa's offered him to us, and because we're dilly-dallying, and then with another shit bid, not even like, oh, we'll give you 50 or 55. You're rocking up with 40 million, bro. Like typical. Like, hey, big up Carl, big up Gun Down UK. Make sure you guys are all going to subscribe to Carl. Big him up, man. Yeah, man. Big up, man. Hope you're doing well this evening, mate. Yeah, we done it under the lens as well, so make sure you go and check that one out as well. But yeah, typical Arsenal move, man. Typical Arsenal move, you know. Typical Arsenal move. And maybe Ollie Watkins, you know, at 29, maybe he's got too much of a backbone. I don't know. I just don't know why. I just don't know why you do that. If you don't want him, just say you don't want him. Like, why rock up with this, you know, with the buttons off your shirt sort of thing? Crazy, man. He said, check the first message I sent. Hold on, where was that? Is that Oi?
No.
Oh, let me try and go up. Did you send another message?
Maybe you meant privately.
Oh, maybe privately. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, extra time is over.
Extra time's over. We are about to get it. Penalties.
Coin this has ended, so yeah, you get you'll get your wish penalties.
We'll get my wish, mate, with some penalties. Get my wish with some penalties. Okay, I'm checking WhatsApp, nothing there. Maybe you mean on Instagram, bro. Let me have a look. Oh, okay. I will definitely try. So Carty's saying call-in show tonight at 9:30. Big up Gun Down UK. Make sure you all go and tune in for that. If I don't manage to come on, then I'll definitely tune in. Static, obviously you've got the invite as well if you're available.
Thank you, Cole and Views, if you're inviting me.
No, he's just invited us both. You know, if we're available, we're saying that he's got the call-in show at 9:30. So big up Gun Down UK. Make sure it was in the main chat. Oh, sorry, why did I not see that? Was it just me?
Try. I can't make any promises, but I'll try to make it.
Yeah, same. Obviously, this is the second stream I've done. Daughter's birthday. She's downstairs making up a whole load of noise as we speak. Well, it was her birthday yesterday, but she's still got some friends around. So if I can, I will. And if I don't actually come on, then I will definitely try and frequent the chat and show some love. Give me 1 second, so I don't know.
While you're at it, Views, I actually got about. So
yeah, no worries, man. Listen, I appreciate your time. I know you was probably here a lot longer than you're meant to do. So
yeah, I said 5 minutes. It's been
big up, man.
What, 2 hours?
You've done the whole half near enough. You know what I mean? So yeah, big up, man.
We've done the show together.
Yeah, the whole show.
Kinda.
Yeah. So, listen, always good
pre-show under the lens.
Yeah. Pre-show. No. Yeah, that's right.
Well,
but
listen, first,
happy, bro.
Thank you. Look, listen, first time I'm on your channel and Zona, and obviously I'll have my camera on next time.
No worries, man. No, we're in phase 1, bro. So that whole tier list stuff, it don't apply to us. You know what I mean? So I just want people to feel comfortable. I'd rather have someone come on and chat to me while I'm doing community service than sitting there waffling to myself. So no, listen, big up each and every time. Always welcome over here. And yeah, man, next time, man, have a good evening, bro.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, if you want me to hop on, I'd be happy to keep you company.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, I'm probably going to be doing
more FA Cup matches.
Yeah, probably. But I'll probably do both of them again tomorrow, to be honest. So yeah, always welcome.
Fun. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I agree with that comment from AFC. Always happy Mother's Day to everyone out there for tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Big up, man. And I hope you got your gift, AFC, man. I hope you got your gift. I still ain't even done all that. But like I said, my mum don't come till like early evening, so I still got a bit of time. And I'm going to be trying to do watch-alongs during Mother's Day, but hey, we got to work in it. We got to put the work in, man.
I hope sorry, go on. You said
no, I was just going to say big up, man. Thanks for coming on, innit?
Yeah, thanks, man. And like I said, finally, I hope everything's well with your health and your mum's health.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. The mum's doing a whole lot better now. She's kind of
good,
like the other side, so it's just me. And I don't know if you've seen Harry Potter, because obviously me, I like to make everything a joke in it. Is it Chamber of Secrets? You know when the guy's got like the wrap around his head and he kind of unwraps it and he's got Voldemort on his back.
Yeah. I've seen the Harry Potter movie, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I was like, that's what I said to my daughter. She's like, "Oh, what's that lump on your back?" I said, "I'm carrying Voldemort." So I was thinking I might even try and do a little, try and get his face on there or something, man. So
I'm glad you've seen the funny side of it.
Yeah, bro. Like either way, man. Listen, if it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be bad. You know, if it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good. We cross the bridge when we get there, bro. Do you know what I mean? What else can I do? What else can I do, man? But listen, big yourself up. Appreciate you. I'm still gonna be on because I'm waiting for these bloody penalties. But yeah, you're welcome anytime, my bro. I'll be back tomorrow as well.
All right, man. Take care. Peace.
Big up, Static, man. Each and every time, my bro. Big yourself up.
And big love and respect to everyone live chat. Make sure you like and subscribe as well.
Do what my broski says, man. Big up, Static. Always
get views to 500 subscribers ASAP.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. At least to 400. You know what I mean? Let's go.
You put the work in, especially on
we're trying, man. We're trying, bro. Appreciate it, man. But listen, as I said, you're always welcome over here, my bro. And hope you enjoy your evening, yeah?
You too, man. Take care.
Big love. Yes, guys. So I'm going to hold on. Why am I taking that off? Penalty shootout about to start. Like I said, I'm a little bit behind as well. So I feel like the AI score is definitely going to spoil it a little bit. It's definitely going to spoil it a little bit. So what I am going to do is I ain't even going to share it. How about that? I ain't even going to share it. I'm going to watch a little bit delayed, guys. So I hope you guys are not upset with that. I'm going to watch a little bit delayed. Because if someone misses, I want to just see it in person. But yeah, man, as always, big up Static, man. Always good to have him on. Always showing love to the channel. Definitely going to have him on Under the Lens. Like I said, big up Gun Down UK as well. Make sure you all go and tune into his show at 9:30. I will definitely try and get on my guy, but it is looking a bit sticky. But if I can, even if it's for 10 minutes, I will. Make sure you go and subscribe as well to Carl. Doing big things as well. We've also got Under the Lens. Go and check that out as well, gang. Definitely happy Mother's Day. At least Arsenal haven't ruined our weekend, people. Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's the only positive of not playing, isn't it? That's the only positive of not playing, bro. They haven't spoiled our weekend. But yeah, looking like, so I'm just going to look at, see, I'm not even going to look at the AI score. I was going to, and it's already started, gang, and I don't want it to be spoiled. Big up AFC always said views. I had a biopsy last year and it came back with good news. Sending prayers. Yours come back. Hey, appreciate that, bro. Yeah, that it's looking like that's going to be the next thing because I've had the antibiotics and it's still there. Funnily enough, though, the doctor, because the doctor hasn't actually seen it in person, I sent him a picture of it, sent antibiotics and booked me an appointment and said, if it don't go down, come in, blah, blah, blah. Cool. It didn't go down. I was meant to go in on Friday. That got cancelled. I'm now going in on Tuesday, April the 1st. But he's saying he reckons it's a cyst. But I'm like, you don't know because you ain't seen it. You ain't touched it. You just don't know, do you? So, yeah, probably have blood tests and probably get sent for a biopsy as well. And then we'll have to work out what it is. If it's a cyst, it'll probably have to get drained or something or surgically removed. I don't know. But you know me, gang. I'm always honest. I always tell you what, go on. And I'll continue to do so, man. Even if we have to do up chemo or whatever it is. You know, you guys will be here for the journey, man. Come on. Come on. But yeah, I'm glad that yours was it benign? Is that the word they use? I'm glad it weren't sinister. So glad to hear your mom. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, she had some fluid on the lungs and all of that, but they managed to sort that out now. And you know, the housing have really let her down as well. She rents, obviously, she don't own, and they're not sorting out her windows, and it's really cold in her house. And so, yeah, just had to go down and make some phone calls for her, go with her to the hospital so they can help her with the fluid on the lungs and all that. But yeah, she's doing a lot better now, to be fair. Getting her new heating and all of that. So she's doing a lot better. And then all of a sudden, when I was dealing with that, I've come back, I've took my shirt off. And then my missus has said, oh, well, what's that on your back? Like, it's like, wow. Then I looked at it and it was like, like I said, it looks like I got Voldemort on my back, fam. Do you know? You know, maybe it's all that work they made me do at Wembley. Do you know what I mean? For the Carabao Cup final and all these England games, you know, they've been running us through the ground. You know, so we'll wait and see though, guys. But you know, I'm not gonna dwell on it. You know what I mean? Family always comes first. Absolutely, my bro. So I know I'm a bit late, guys. You guys will probably know what's going on, but I'm about to see the first penalty kick. I'm about to see the first penalty kick. Sells is in goal for Forest. So about to see the first penalty kick, guys. Like I said, I turned off the AI score because I don't want it to get spoiled because I'm a little bit behind. Brighton stepping up to take the first penalty kick. João Pedro against Sells. Pedro, goal. Decent penalty, 1-0 to Brighton. I'm surprised this, to be honest, like this probably had the potential to be the better game. If you think about Brighton and Nottingham Forest, how they play football against Fulham and Crystal Palace, like they all play good football, but I thought this was going to be the more footballing game, and it's turned out to have to, you know, need penalties right at the death. But yeah, this has probably been the most exciting thing. So Nottingham Forest, is it Anderson stepping up now? Nuno Espirito Santo looking a bit nervous. Looking a bit nervous, but it's 1-0 to Brighton. Forest have got to put this in. Let's go. Is there going to be drama? It's 1-1. Good penalty. Good penalty. Right into the bottom right corner. Low and hard. The keeper dived the wrong way. So it's 1-0. 1-0. They're doing a little huddle. You know, arms around each other and all that. That was a good finish there from Anderson. Bottom right corner, 1-1. Who's going to Wembley? If you know already, chat, then don't let me know. At least let me see before the stream ends. That penalty just, oh Lord, don't, oh Lord. And this is Brighton's second, so I don't know which one you're talking about. I'm about to watch Brighton's second. Oh, great penalty. So it weren't that one. He just dinked that one home. Sells just moved to his left. That was a great penalty. 2-1 Brighton. So AFC, this might be the one after. That was a good penalty. 2-1 Brighton. AFC's talking like it was a Rose Z. I thought it was going to be that one. So it might be this one. It might be Forest. Ooh, drama. And also, I need to get a better flipping camera. I got the blur on the background, man, but I need to buy a mic as well. I got the camera. I just got to get a mic. But anyway, boom. Forest. Did they miss this one? Did they miss it? There's hardly no run up here. And it's a great penalty. They didn't miss it. It's 2-2. So, geez, like I said, a little bit behind. How far behind now? They've all been good penalties so far. Ooh, keeper was close to that, but it was, yeah, up high in the corner. Tough to save it. 2-2 so far, gang. 2-2 so far. Ugh, the drama of a penalty shootout, mate. Oh, this guy looks dodgy. Brighton with the plaster on his leg. I don't know who it is, but he might be missing this one. 19. Oh, he saved it. Oh, he saved it. It didn't go Rose Z, but that was Sales with a save. So Nottingham Forest, look at Nuno, bruv. He's looking like Arteta. He don't even want to watch. So Nottingham Forest have got the advantage. Good save from Sales there. The 19-year-old, it was a shit penalty, man. He didn't even look like he connected properly with it. Kicked it with his ankle. Oh, Sales. We needed the goalkeeper to make a save. Obviously, AFC, he put this comment in there. So I'm like, wow. As someone rosetted it on a reel. Nico Williams. Gee, defender. This could be the Rosetta. After they've just had advantage with a Brighton miss. Drama. And it's still going. That's what AFC was talking about. It's still going. We got some drama late in the game. We've had a miss each now. Boom, boom, boom. It's still going, gang. What's going on for the reactions? Are they not working? There we go. The reaction's not working. Get out of here, Sky Sports trying to spoil it, bro. I'm trying to watch the penalty shootout. This is what happens when you're behind, isn't it? There's no better place to watch it than ITV or BBC, and even still with the internet, I'm fucking behind, innit? Oh my days. They got AFC, yeah, that bit's still going, bro. It's still going. Williams pissed. Got my surname as well. Gomez. 2-2 in the shootout. Gomez for Brighton. Oh, saved. It's saved. Hey, Sales. That's 2 saves for Sales, you know. Penalty keeper demon and that. Is that what we're saying? Look at Murillo trying to gas everyone up. Hey, you were so amped. You should have scored in normal time. Bang. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is it? Straight down the middle, though. Went for power. Sales done well. If that was Raya, he probably would have dived already. That's why I don't like how Raya, you know, lines up for penalties. Look at Nottingham Forest. Big up Kingdom of Boxing, bro. He must be biting his nails off, bro. It's Milenkovic. Just watching Nottingham Forest now, man. Brighton have missed 2. Oh, it's gone in. The keeper could have got to that as well. Oh, my days. Very cool, calm and collected there from Milenkovic there. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. Hey, very cool, calm and collected from the defender there. In the bottom corner, the keeper could have got there. He guessed the right way. The keeper was not very far off from that at all. At all. Look, I think AFC is just giving up the ghost. I'm trying not to read it now because I want to see the I want to see the penalties for what it is, bro. But this could have been us, Arsenal, our pussies. Yep, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Wembley trips. What is it? Nottingham Forest, gang. Sales has made saves, though, bro. Look, Nuno can't watch. He can't watch. If this guy misses, bro. Bro's mad behind. Yeah, I am. Why am I mad behind? It's gone in for Brighton. I don't know why I'm so behind because I was only 40 seconds behind the actual game. But I don't care. I don't want it to be spoiled. I think it already has been spoiled, to be honest with you. But this has been the most exciting part of the game, innit? So I'm going to fucking watch it. That was a good penalty there from the Brighton man. Keeper dived the right way, but just couldn't get to it. So what? I take it Forest have gone through then. That's going to be great. You know, Wolfie, like, is just going to come out with more chitter-chatter now, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck's sake. What phase is Nuno in? Yeah, we've asked that a million times, bro. These guys are in the getting shit done phase. Yeah, Forest just scored it. Forest are through. Brighton are out. That's the thing with penalties, man. I don't know, man. Both teams are pretty shit during the game, but I think, I don't know, did Brighton have like the better? I think like in extra time they had more chances than that. But big up Nottingham Forest, man. Big up Nuno Espirito Santo. Big up Nottingham Forest, man. Great penalty from Milenkovic as well. I look at that for a great footballing story. Either one of these teams. If Brighton went through, I probably would have been more happy for Brighton. I ain't even going to lie. Just because I feel like Nottingham Forest have been getting a little bit too big for their boots. But big them up same way though, man. Big up their owners, big up their team, big up their manager. You get me? Doing big things, bro. What's man talking about? Semis and that in the FA Cup. When's the last time we've been in the semis of the FA Cup? These men are moving like they won it though. But yeah, big them up though. Celebrate, innit? I'm not going to be the celebration, please, because it's happened too much with Arsenal, innit? So yeah, man. Big up Nottingham Forest, man. Congratulations. What a season for us to have in, yeah. Likely CL football, potential FA Cup trophy. Off like fucking hell, bruv. Their season's better than ours already, bro. Bro, you're in the Champions League quarter-final. These lot are in semis. Yeah, we got to the semis in the Carabao. We should have won it. How about that? Nottingham Forest having a better season than us, bro. Wild in the Isles. Even some of the pens were horrid. Yeah, but some of them were good, though. Sells made a couple good saves. Morgan Gibbs-White. Semi-final to look forward to. Unlucky Brighton, man. Unlucky Brighton. By the end of the day, Nottingham Forest should have had a penalty in the game as well. I believe. There was a goal ruled out as well. So a couple of interesting things in the game, but big up Nuno, bruv. Look, he looks like he's got a proper relationship with those players. Sorry if you can hear the giggles, like, you know. Like I said, bro, this is why I might not be able to do the call-in show. But big up Nottingham Forest, man. Just watching their fans now, happy, cheering. Something to play for. Would have been nice, wouldn't it? Would have been nice. Would have been nice. But yeah, look, man, this live, look, we've been on over 3 hours on this live. So we are going to end it up. I need to go and eat. I need to go and tell these lot to calm it down a little piece. And yeah, so I might go on the call-in show, but make sure that you lot all go and tune in anyway. Yeah, 9:30 Gun Down UK. Go and show Carl some love. Might see you there, might not. If not, I'll probably be back for the FA Cup games tomorrow, gang. So yeah, congratulations, Nottingham Forest. Unlucky Brighton. What phase is Nuno in? Arteta out, you know, like that. Is it the FA Cup semi-final draw tomorrow? I think so. Sometimes it's used, or sometimes it's after the games, isn't it? Let me quickly check. I don't think so. I don't think so. Free stream. Oh no. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not seeing nothing about it on Sky Sports, so it might be. It might be. Obviously, Arsenal's not in it anyway, but do you know what I mean? We got, yeah, I think it will be tomorrow because there's still games to play in it. That just makes sense. So we should be back for those games tomorrow. Aston Villa against Preston North End. Who's Man City playing? Bournemouth. Fingers crossed for Bournemouth. Fingers crossed for Preston North End. Like, is what it is. So that will probably be like a little hate along tomorrow. Yeah, bigger AFC always, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I'll be back tomorrow, gang. Back tomorrow, man. The giggles are getting a bit too much for me. I need to eat. Back tomorrow. You might see me on the call-in show if I can do that. But if not, back tomorrow. Obviously, you guys are welcome again. Mali, Shane, whoever, Static, Gun Down, whoever wants to come through to the watch-along. Like I said, I'm always happy to have company. But other than that, people, enjoy your evening. Congratulations, Nottingham Forest again. Congratulations, Crystal Palace. Back again soon, people, man. Be safe. Be safe.